What up, guys? How you guys doing? How's it going? Welcome to live. I'm gonna just do an hour live session. That's it right now. I'll do the other hour like later this evening. Gotta work with my boy. So waiting for the phone call. So, yeah. How's you guys' weekend? How's the week starting? How's life? How's everything? How's your health? But once again, go live for you guys. Just tell a story. Got to forewarn you guys for toxic relationships. That's the shit. You don't want to be in toxic relationships because that's just unhealthy for anybody at all. Just like stop doing them. Don't chase people. You don't need people. I promise that. You want people if they want you, but you might not comprehend it right now. And that's the shit. Like the intent not to overlove. If you overlove, you will self-sabotage and ruin your life, ruin your day because in your head everything's lovey-dovey. Yeah, how about them? The potential to be. That's the shit. You both gotta match energy, not take energy. You have to take energy while you allow it. Open your mouth. Especially we're adults. That's the shit. But we're scared when you're too empathetic. Like over myself, I don't mean hurt her feelings. Like the truth doesn't hurt no matter what, or you just accept it. It is what it is, and stay in that toxic love, broken codependent relationships. Fuck all that. I'm 4 years sober from toxic love, broken codependent relationships. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. Everybody else, you're in toxic relationships. Over myself, I pray for every single one of you. Why accept people in life? Dead ass. Like for me personally, last 4 years of my life, I'm blessed to go home, no toxicity. I'm not dreading to go see my partner. Fuck off.
I'm in the best relationship right now.
Oh yeah, with who?
I am.
That's good. That's good.
I love to talk to him, and he's the best person in the world.
That's good. Well, that's the intent with the potential to be, and the intent both sides should feel like that, at all times. And relations are easy at all. Fuck no, it gets work. Both gotta put in their part. If not, then it's not gonna work out in no one's favor. You can waste love, time, and emotion that you can't get back. God Almighty can't give it back to you at all. I can guarantee you can't. And that's the shit. That's why the intent is to work on yourself to be better for yourself. If not, then enjoy toxicity for years to be. And I say it to my damn breath. You guarantee 1,000 if you're in a toxic relationship. Already as it is, respect it, don't have a kid, don't get married. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? It's not gonna work in your favor. But if you want to join the Bay Mom, Bay Father Divorce Club, yo, we're waiting for you. We got milk cookies for you. We tell you stories. Your feelings, not my feelings, How are you blessed? How are you? How's life? How's everything? How's your health? And that's the shit. Like when my situation, I go see out at the farmer's market, right? My heaven on earth, I can actually talk to adults, no matter what age they are. It's a healthy environment. What's up, man? How you doing? And that's beautiful. I can have real conversations with adults, women that are actually healing. They can be spiritual, religious, but guess what? We just talk about energy, toxic relationships. They see all my tattoos. Like, you got more? Like, yeah. Why do you have slave masters? Well, if I'm a narcissistic boy and I own you and I tell you can't wear this, you can't talk to this, you can't do none of that, I'm your slave master. And you stay in there and accept this shit. I'm your slave. I mean, you're my slave. You ain't going nowhere. Why? I don't own you. The door is right there. You can leave whenever you want to, not ever come back. But if you want to be your slave master, I shall. Gonna destroy you verbally, physically, mentally, spiritual, emotional, as being, I shall. And then who you can blame? God, Lucifer? It's you. Nobody fucking owns nobody, man. But in these toxic relationships, modern slavery happens every day above ground. You accept your partner. Why and how? Fuck that. Don't do it to yourself at all. Kids are there, yes. Do for the kids, religion, culture, do all that. It's not going to work in your favor. But here's again, fear, positive manner. Let's say your parents, aunties, grandparents, traditional, right, culture, they're all together. Miserable as fuck, and they believe religious, spiritual world, but together, toxic relationships. Future, there's you go become your parents, aunties, grandparents, and look at them. Look at their age, and look at them. They're miserable as fuck. How and why? Fuck all that. That's not healthy for you at all. But if you want to live like them, then so be it. I pray for you. I lived like that for 39 years of my life trying to figure this shit out. I lost 2 families, but remember this, it's a blessing in disguise. Initially, you don't see this shit because no one teaches this shit. I tell everybody, yo, deadass, if no one taught this conversation, especially with technology, you cannot blame yourself. Like horny ass line, which I will get to in my body, choose better. How can you choose better if you don't know better? Your parents didn't teach you this shit. Have a conversation, sit down, yo, check it out. Don't become like us. Mom and dad, we accepted each other. It is what it is, but don't become us. You're still young. Yeah, many years to work on yourself. Or you stay there like this, become us. Which parent does that? Fuck, I would love to meet them. because the people that accepted this shit, but they're still use the empathy, sympathy type of situation. I tell all my kids, don't become your mom and dad. Don't be like me, have a bunch of kids. Take your time, enjoy life to the fullest. And I tell all my kids, yo, this is your life, not nobody else's life. And as long as you do good for you and make yourself happy, be selfish in a positive manner. You were here to being selfish. It's wrong. It's a sin. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then got you. I don't need nobody in the fucking universe but myself. I want people, if they want time, match energy, not take energy. If anyone in my life wants to get up and leave, kids, family, partners, I don't give a shit, respectfully. I pray for them and I go on my life trip. I don't fall that to my life, and that's it. I cannot force nobody to be in my life at all. And the intent is to stop being like the overage myself, broken, codependent, scared to be on abandonment issues. You don't need people. I promise you that.
So like it's not about force, but I don't know. I don't get that.
As far as
like you're not forcing them, but you're are you saying that as a no? You wouldn't try to talk them out of it or talk them to a different way?
I would talk to them as adults, but once again, like I told you out, if it's a relationship, if it's ending, whatever, I would talk to them, even if it's my own kid. Like, say my kids, once again, the worst people as individuals who can. A relationship? A relationship?
Right.
Oh, you talk to them as adults, and that's why the intent to have what? The uncomfortable conversation. Like, check out, babe, you and I are bumping heads, right? And it's not working out so far. And it's been whatever, a week, a month, whatever. So, you change for yourself first and foremost, you, not for I, and then for our relationship to progress forward. Because on my side, I've been trying. I've been trying to do everything I could, and I can't do anything more. So on your side, once again, that's why the intent is to have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. Like, what do we do with the situation? What are we doing here?
Even though you talk everything you've tried with your kids, and your kids say that they want to go a different route, you're just gonna all of a sudden be like, okay, if that's what you want, go ahead, and not try to talk them out of it.
Oh no, I still talk to them, but I'm not. Remember this, especially with my kids. If they're adults, I'll be checked out. You can leave, and I got to warn you, but the door's always open. You can always come back. It's not even about being, say sorry. You don't think I tell my kids, you don't have to say sorry to me at all. Once upon a time, I was you. So, but you can always come home. We can talk and vibe and see, like, if you failed in life, quote unquote, you can come back here and reset and try again. But we can talk about it. Okay, what'd you do in life? Like, you left for a year, 2 years, right? And now you're back here again, which is cool. I'm cool with them. Happy you're back. But what happened in your life that it failed? That's the situation. As parents to kids, talk to them if you can. Like, and remember this: your kid does not have to talk to you at all. At all. That is their choice, free will. Nobody has to. Every day, but the whole universe has what? Free will and choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? Every which way, and especially the adults. And I tell people, like, in life, you can go, like, if you're going house hopping, car hopping, job hopping, man-made bullshit category. The intent is like body hopping, the whole phase. Like, I'm tired of this relationship, to the next, and to the next, and to the next. If you're doing that, you observe anyone doing that, that person's broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. Why do you want to do with someone toxic by your side? Make that make sense? Because they're beautiful, money and power and fame, 1,000 supercars, OnlyFans. That's man-made categories. Nothing man-made has feelings. This water bottle, in its whole lifetime, will not ever stress about any human's feelings at all. If they could talk, they'd be like, damn, look at all these humans. They come here to buy water bottles, and they're bitching about life. They're in front of me, stressing and sad. They won't ever say that, ever. Nothing man-made. Cell phones, cars, money, categories, jobs, nothing. Nothing man-made has fucking no feelings at all, but humans, animals, and mammals. Humans, we can talk to each other. Fuck, if you break down life, animals have better lives than humans do. Because why? They're not doing fucking wars, toxic relationships, fucking respect big pharma, drugs, alcohol, pills. They're not addicts, stuck on addiction, being zombies. Only humans are. They're the one fucking up every which way. And that's the shit. How and why? Well, you gotta work on yourself. Have to trigger you should want to work on yourself. If not, then for how much more longer will you live your life miserable as fuck? Fuck that. I do not recommend that shit at all, man. Like, it's your life. Every day above ground, you have free will and choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? What up, how you doing, man? How you doing, queen? Respectfully. Like, what are you gonna do? And that's my situation. The last 4 years of my life, fuck, 39 then, I'm 43 now. Blessed. Toxic. What the fuck is toxic? Anxiety, depression. What's that? Childhood trauma. What is that? It's an old version of myself. Forgive, communication, not forget. And then the second part, the hardest part to do is what let go. You gotta do closure for yourself, comprehend why I failed to get your life back. Not your exes, not your kids, not your parents. You cannot speak on no one's behalf but your half. You, that's it. You can talk about them, because you know them. You lived it, so what up, Val? How you doing? How's your day going? And that's the shit. I try to be like, that's what I go life for you guys. So once again, the coolest thing about technology, which I love technology, I would have said 10 cell phones, but on my main TikTok or my second TikTok, my second TikTok, I'm banned until like tomorrow because I got reported for hate speech, misinformation, which it hurt my feelings. I thought people dead ass. The cool thing is when you start being like either a positive person, spiritual, religious, motivational speaker, whatever term you want to use, but positive wise, right? You're sharing your story, your knowledge and wisdom. Do not be codependent of one platform. The best platform in the universe, dead ass TikTok. At the same time, it's the worst one because there's too many butterfly unicorns in the feelings. These boys, they're like hearing about real conversations about life, being called fuck boys, garbage, basura, fucking. You want to deal karma? The big word karma, right? You want to know who karma is? All the boys and girls in the whole universe. My tattoos, all the alphas, machistas, narcissists, and boys and girls. They are elusive deceptors. They're the fuck ups of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. They are karma. Why do you want to date karma? You want to taste karma and go date toxic people? I pray for you. You can't finish the city, but go try. I pray for you. Did you have kids? Oh, I got 8 kids, man. I got a squad. First baby moms. My tattoo, Debbie mother, respectfully. She's not in our daughter's lives. We were together for 12 years. 3 daughters. Second baby mom's the mother of boys, co-parenting, 5 boys, 7 years together. 4 by blood and my stepson. So yeah, that's why I preach about co-parenting. If you're a deadbeat mother, deadbeat father, you bang like bunnies and you walk away from your kid's life. You're a deadbeat. That triggers you behind the screen. Respect you. You told your kid, my tattoo, fuck your feelings to your kid. I tell you, fuck your feelings. I don't give a shit about your sob story. Respectfully, I don't. If you're not working on yourself, you just woke up, then you're not working on yourself. You're not doing the healing journey, so you're talking to the wrong person. Tell somebody your sob story. My kid's not there. My ex. You're talking to the wrong person. Respectfully, that us. I have compassion, my empathy, sympathy. I control it every which way. So that's why the intent is to do co-parenting. That's why I mentioned that this be titled next month. It'll say parenting, co-parenting parents. This one says Debbie mother, Debbie father, bitter baby daddy, baby mama, dad. Those the bitter people right there. Those are the fucking parents that cannot forgive and let go. That's the shit. They're the one as it is. They're fucking toxic as it is. They're traumatizing the kids. And then once again, the intent is to break the genetic cycle. So that situation, if you don't break it, you become your parents. Do you live by yourself? Oh no, I live with my daughters, my 3 daughters. Second baby moms, aka the mother of boys, co-parenting. Now she's right here. I respect the fullest. I'm telling a story now. I worked on myself, and that's the intent as an individual to fall back, finally be all alone. Because respect your kids don't count. My kids don't count. They can't hold my guy me. They can't tell me that this. But I have support through technology. I started doing my Facebook live, my IG lives, and the DM me on both platforms. So, okay, what up, King? I can be your support team. I can hold you and guide you. What? Support team? You going through a breakup, right? Yeah. You losing your second family, you said, right? Yeah. So I can hold you and guide you. I can't finish save you. That is your own journey, but we can talk about it. Support teams. That's what I preach about support teams. Have all these tattoos, black and white, the negative words, narcissist words you want to say, mean words, quote unquote, and good words to get your attention. Toxic relationships, any boy and girls narcissistic, slave masters. If you're the men and women that are too empathetic, the nice guy, nice girl, you're a slave. We're doing opposite attract on my tattoos. And if I trigger you, that's your feelings, not my feelings, but we can talk about it. If you choose not to, which is your choice. This conversation is not forced upon. I'm just trying to hold you and guide you so you can work on yourself to potentially get out of the toxic relationship, or you're scared, like the whole, people are scared of love. Like, why are you scared of love? I'm scared to get hurt. No, that's an incorrect word. You're scared of toxic love. What is toxic love? That when you love somebody that doesn't love you back. That's what hurts. Love does not hurt at all. It's highly impossible. If God is love, whatever your higher power belief is, then that's pure to the fullest. Toxic love hurts. Pain. On my tattoos, pain, overthinking, anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. That fucking shit hurts. When you can't look at your ex's past pain, toxic love, trauma, that shit hurts. We have triggers, overthinking, reactive fuse, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulative traumas, insomnia. That shit hurts. Love hurts? That's incorrect. incorrect to the fullest, man. That's very, not correct at all. That's the way toxic love hurts. That's very factual. You don't want to be doing toxic love. I won't ever do that shit again. Fuck no, I don't need my partner. I want a partner. If she wants, I. And then on top of it, you don't want to become fucking bored in relationships. That's the worst part. When you start doing the healing journey, right? Observing yourself, get to know yourself again. Now you be looking around, you're like, fuck, I used to be like him. I used to be like her. Look at them. They should not even be together. What the fuck? But you know that because you're already over that, or you're going through that. You're observing that. That's a positive because you're progressing. I'm not fucking why I think a lot of people are broken, codependent, scared to build abandonment issues. So what do? They go through a breakup. Anyone that does it, first and foremost, anyone that cheats, you're broken, codependent, scared to build abandonment issues. Simple as that. You cannot be in monogamous relationships. Highly impossible. You can be in poly, open, swinger, benefits, fuck buddy situations. But the thing is, people don't want these fucking terms, and they don't want their parents to know that the kids are a man, a woman, hoe. Even though everyone on the block knows what's going on. It's like, why do you worry about people's validation? Like, if that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. Dating would be so much fucking easier if people were honest. But the two thing with pride and ego, if everybody has narcissist traits, they get fucking diagnosed. That's corny ass bullshit, mammy bullshit. What you gonna call it? Then there it is. Your pride and ego kicks in, and that's why I tell everybody: if you want to work on yourself and for one, the universe about your ex, very simple. Go on TikTok, make it tell your story. Don't say for legal issues. Just say the first name. This is my ex, Maria. This is what I went through. This is the red flags that I missed. I'm not perfect. This is my accountability, what I did wrong on my side. This is the red flags I should have observed, but no one taught me what red flags are. No one taught me observe people for the energy. What do you mean? If you're being nice, they're not being nice. They are not matching energy. They're taking energy. And you're trying to match it. So what are you doing there? Hey, what up, Mia Queen? How you know it's going? And that's the shit. But once again, if nobody told you that, you didn't have a support team, then respect you in the traditional ways. Religious world, go to church, pray, leave in God's hands. God can do you. God and Jesus can save the universe. They can save the universe, quote unquote. But if you have a Bible talk, that's incorrect because Noah's Ark, Bible talk. And remember this, do we know this? We don't know this. We had a book, the Bible, quote unquote, right? Which is positive. It's a map to life in a positive manner, but you don't have to comprehend. But if God can save us, quote unquote, he would have been saved us a long time ago. But Noah's Ark, 4 days, 4 nights, the humans were fucking up. God, you know what? I'm going to just watch the situation, woo-de-woo. And then from there, God felt guilty for what he did, right, quote unquote. And he said, I made a covenant to the universe, aka the people, you guys, and to myself, when you say bow, aka rainbow, that's a covenant to you and I that I will not ever intervene in your situation in your life. So God can't finish save you at all, respectfully. Nor can Jesus. God's good, Jesus is good. When people say God's good, right? Yeah, God's good, that's positive, but are you good? What calls him out in a positive manner? What do you mean? You just told me God's good. That's just a phrase, the word. But are you good? Are you living the life of God? You're like, just because you go to church, read the Bible, scenario of had tattoos, the Virgin Mary, Jesus, Rosary, the Rosary on me does not make me a good person at all. That's what respect in the religious world. You got to be very, very careful to get involved with. It's called energy. I can go to church, read the Bible, go on missions with you, at the potential, quote unquote, I like you. Obviously, energy is there, but you don't even know the word energy because respect in the religious world, we use energy, the universe, that's fucking Satan, the devil, quote unquote. Everybody has their own beliefs because your caregivers taught you whatever, and then you become teenagers, adults, middle school, high school. Yeah, your buddies are religious, spiritual, atheist, all these categories. The intent as an individual, what do you believe in? What's your belief in situations? I use the word idea of faith. I don't know. I can't tell you there is a God. I can't tell you there's ETs. I believe there is. I have an idea of faith, but I will not sit there and debate about it. I will not sit there and marinate my whole life to prove people wrong. For what reason? But then scenario, if I could prove to you that there is God, there are aliens, but my relationships are toxic. Here's the best part. Through the whole universe, time for reason. I'm an addict, stuck on addiction. I'm a zombie. But I could teach you and prove to you there is a God. There are ETs, there is astrology and numerology. But in my personal life, I'm a zombie addict. How? I'll tell you how and why. You're religious, spiritual, you're in toxic relationships. How and why? You just told me everything about the Bible, and you're about to go to home with your partner, and you're dreading to deal with them. You're bitching about life, but you just told me everything about God, which is beautiful. God's good, yes. The spiritual world is good, yes. But how is your life? That's the shit. This is your life. It's not God's life. It's not your parents' life. It's not your kids' life. It's your life. How is your life? That's why I give a fuck about the whole universe. Whatever you believe in, be religious, spiritual. How are you? How is life? How is your mansion? Mansion, my neck tattoo. And after that part is, how does your head? How is everything at home? Because everything starts at home. Child trauma. A simple question. How are your parents doing? You don't have to respond to that. Eastern Washington, or at least someone, they'll be like, why do you care about my parents? I care about the universe. But once again, I respect your boundaries. You don't have to respond at all. That is your choice, if you will. West of the best at Seattle? I heard many fucking answers. Some people like, oh, they're one deceased, both deceased. They're doing okay. How's their health? They were like, why do you care so much about my parents? And not being mean to you, no, just because, a lot of us don't cherish our people around us. We don't cherish our family and friends at all. And here's the worst part of the situation. We have technology. I have 15 cell phone tattoo, right? You don't have to talk to your parents to fully because I get it, different generations. There is no bonded type of situation like my pops and I. But I could take pictures. I could take videos. So the scenario my pops passes, we never did it. To this day, we don't have conversations like that because it's different mentalities. In his eyes, which does not hurt my fucking feelings at all my family thinks I'm crazy. I lost it. That girl, that relationship destroyed you. They have to remember this. Everybody has a right to call you crazy. You lost it. When you start the healing journey, and they could be like, you think you're better than me. When did I say I was better than you? I'm just working on myself. I'm trying to figure life out. You should work on yourself too. That's all. You should work on yourself also. But you're in toxic relationship. I'm going through a breakup, and you're still in toxic relationships. Why the fuck don't you squash it? It's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, when kids are involved, fuck yeah, it's death. Fuck, it hurts back, and now like holy shit, you feel like a failure. I'm losing my second family, but here's the kicker. But it's been toxic. That's why I need my partner. Make that make sense. You bitch about your partner, toxic relationships, but you need them because you're like I was. You're broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. Another thing that's wrong with being alone. The big fucking word is not. It's my other tattoos. Loneliness. 2 words. Nobody. My ex. She's not a body coming by my side. I have nobody else coming home at night but myself. Now I'm falling all alone. Nothing is wrong with being alone. Initially, feel scary because of codependency. You got to detox from codependency. I don't need my partner. I want my partner. If she wants side, she doesn't even notice she want me. It's over. Now it's factual. We broke up so many times. That's why trauma bonds suck, because you break up 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Yeah, those are called trauma bonds. Fuck the trauma bonds. You don't want to be stuck at them shit, because now if they say you don't do drugs, both partners don't do drugs. You're both fucking addicts, man. The codependency part. That's why once again, I cannot speak an addiction, but probably a similar concept. They don't need the drug, right? But in their head, they need it because why? They don't want to feel the feelings. They have a broken heart. They offer toxic love, and it says numb. They don't want to feel their feelings. Fuck, I don't feel depression, child trauma, my ex. I don't miss my kids. Fuck it. Let me do fucking big pharma, drugs, alcohol, pills. Do what you got to do to numb the fuck up. Get high. Cool. Get high. I heard so many stories from people that do psychedelics, drunk, etc. I talk to God and my kids. Yeah, that's cool. I tell them cool. And you come back to the 2D world, 3D world, face to face. You're not high, you're not a zombie anymore. Now you're sober, quote unquote. For how long? So guess what? All my tattoos, anxiety, depression, still here. Child trauma, your ex-exes, they're still not here. Now, are you ready to feel your feelings? Are you ready to talk about this? Not forced upon. That is your choice, free will. I respect your boundaries. You don't have to. If not, I tell them in their face, go grab your bottle. Whatever analogy, metaphor, my tattoo, whatever your addiction is, big pharma, drugs, alcohol, pills, the bottle doesn't need you. All capital letters. You need the bottle. Why? Nothing fucking man-made, especially big pharma, has no feelings. It will not ever stress about any fucking human in the universe at all. It does not give a shit about war. It does not give a shit about politics. It does not give a shit about race, religion, nothing at all. It's a man-made fucking big pharma pill. Leave-in conditioners, but everything's fucking man-made. That's why I tell people, any boys and girls that are too narcissistic brag about their house, their career, their money, power, and fame. Look at once again, because of social media. Only reason why I know is because of TikTok. It popped on my FYP that Kim Kardashian takes relationship with her sister's ex-boyfriend or husband, which I don't give a shit, right? But 6 months together, and look at that. All the money put in the world, and how at her age she's still in a toxic relationships. How and why? Blow my fucking mind. I know the answer, but I would love to hear it from your mouth. I mean, her mouth, P-wise. I'd be like, dude, all this shit, every day you wake, while you sleeping, you're making money. When you wake up, you're making money. Here's the best part: you're going through a fucking breakup. You're gonna make money off your breakup because all these people they're in toxic relationships and they worry about your fucking toxic relationship. Make that make sense. Like, I respect you out there. Y'all toxic relationships. Why do you give a shit about anyone else's toxic relationship, especially when they're fucking famous people? You won't ever speak to them ever. But you can follow them. That's cool. Follow them. But the best thing in their situation, they're getting paid for the tears. Are you getting paid for your tears? It's like, be selfish in a positive manner. Focus more on yourself. This is your life. There's no celebrity's life. There's no one around you but your life. You're the one bitching and whining about my mental health. I'm sad. I'm depressed. Anxiety. Child trauma. My ex, my partner. I want to talk to them, but I can't talk to them because guess what? If I talk to them, it might trigger them. And they want to argue. I don't want to argue. So respectfully, what the fuck you doing there? And don't worry. Once upon a time, always myself, I was you. Same fucking shit. Accepting bullshit. Why would I accept? I will not ever deal with toxicity in my fucking life, ever. The only time your partners should be fucking toxic is when, as we're adults, quote unquote, right? TLC, sex intercourse. Be toxic in bed. Not as my partner, not on the streets, not around my kids, not around anybody. Why would I have a toxic partner by my side? She's jealous, controlling, talking her shit, and she's behind my life, talking shit. I say all the time, if I had a girlfriend like that, but I don't, and she's talking her shit, I would break up with her in the life. To prove a point, if you're my girlfriend, I'm about to break up with her. She can shed tears. It's over. Pack your shit, please get out. What? It's over. I told you day one, I don't deal with toxicity. I don't do war competitions. What the fuck? No, I don't deal with, why do I want toxic for? I've dealt with the shit majority of my life because I had no guidance. I worked on myself 4 years ago because of a support team. So now that I worked on myself, why do I accept toxic by my side? Respectfully, you know? Your vocabulary doesn't match your looks according to society and prejudice. Oh, thank you, Junior. No, it's cool. Hey, I have my tattoos for the reason being of to get your attention. Deadass. Wait, what's the walk about? How you doing, Queen? And I say respectfully, like, okay, especially nowadays, because technology, society, and bullshit, right? Women support women, kids support kids, men do not support men. So how to get your attention? Petty ass little words, black and white words, negative, positive. A little kid, they can read my words. They might have to comprehend all the words, but they might ask a question. Why do you have slavery? Slave masters, slaves. Well, if I'm the person too narcissistic, I'm the fuckboy fuck girl, and you let me cheat on you, wives, and you give me many chances, and she's the one that pre-planned her manifest my tattoo that I change my ways, then I am her slave master, and she's my slave. The door's right there. She can leave whenever she wants to. But here's the kicker. If I verbally whoop her ass, spiritual emotion to whoop her ass, I physically whoop her ass. That's why slavery times. What? I put fear in her. And if I whoop her ass, if you leave me, I'll whoop your ass. I'll go after your kids. I'll go after your family. It's pretty much factual. I already whooped her ass physically, right? So what would she do? Stay there, accept me. Fuck all that. That's why the red flags been happening before scenario. I got verbally abusive, physically abusive. All the red flags are there. That's why the intent to realize boundary. Yo, my situation, I'm not just controlling. I don't care scenario. Like when queens, when I get to know me, ask me like, well, how jealous controlling are you? Here, let me show you how jealous controlling I am. First and foremost, I don't care who you talk to. I'm not just slave master. I don't care what you wear. What do you mean? Every day, scenario, you're my partner to be, right? Scenario. Every day you bug around, you don't wear paste in a thong. I don't care. Your choice, yes. And everyone can look at us in the street. Is that your hooker? Is that your partner? No, it's my girlfriend. It's my wife. She can wear that. I don't give a shit. It's eye candy. Enjoy the view. I know where she's going. And yes, she can cheat. But remember this. Even her side, if she's my partner, she does cheat on me. Breaks and goes, leave me. I will not chase. I don't need her in my life. I want her in my life. Now, your girlfriend, wife right there, that she's closed up, dressed like a nun. You worried about her cheating, and she's covered up. And here's the best part. There is no trust and loyalty in that part. Maybe on her side, not your side. And you're not like staring at my girlfriend. You're gawking. You're passing boundaries in front of your wife that you love. So you worry about your partner. If your partner, if she cheats on you, breaks up, goes, leave, you will fucking die. You will shed tears. You will look for her. You probably fucking do more than that shit easily. Why? That's her choice. She will. You don't need your partner. You want your partner if they want you. But if this is Japanese to you, don't comprehend that shit. And once again, when you're in a toxic relationship, people will be like, let's say your partner's like, well, that means you don't love me. Like, no, you use a toxic love. So I'll override myself. I will not chase no one in the fucking universe. The only people I would chase dead ass is my kids in generals. How so? Inner child. Everyone preaches about your inner child, you know? Yes. An analogy, metaphor, you know, bring it to fucking live mode, face to face. If you have kids, that is your inner child. Any kid you speak to, niece, nephews, kids in the streets, that is your inner child. Very simple, black and how so? Whatever age it is, let's say you're talking to a 7-year-old kid in the streets, niece and nephew, that is your 7-year-old original self. Show them the love you was not given. Give them all the guidance, analogy, metaphors you was not taught. Hold that and guide them. That is your inner child. That's a positive, man. I can guarantee you that. That's why all my kids, all 8 of them, they're 21, 19, 13, 12, 10, 9, 7, 4. Virgin myself. I look at them and talk to them now to the fullest. Because guess what? I didn't. Like, tell my kids, look at grandpa to this day. Did he come here, knock on the door, talk to me? No. Have you ever seen him talk to me ever since as a little kid? No. None of my parents. You see maybe one of my uncles, that's about it. But even then, it was not all about life. It was something was about life. So I'll talk to you guys. And I tell my kids, you don't have to talk to me. I'm your child trauma. And I was not guided for warning about this shit till 4 years ago. So it's not ever too late. You don't have to talk to me. That is your choice, free will. I cannot force my kid to talk to me at all. That's why I tell everybody the worst people in the whole universe you can destroy as an individual, as an adult, is who? Your partners and your kids. Everybody else, mother, father, aunties, uncles here on social media, you can fucking kiss and make up, rekindle the situation. But as partners, that's harder to refuck, especially when infidelity happens. Let's say there is no cheating. It was just more like verbally abusive, talking your shit, you're a bitch, you're ugly, fat, stupid. The words, yes, they cut deeper than a knife, especially with your partners for sure. But as long as you're both working yourself, forgive, not forget, and try to let go. Do, closure yourself, comprehend why you got to that point. Maybe you could turn that around. But when infidelity happens, cheating, fuck, no, it's over. Dead ass, like, why would you accept that shit? And that corny ass language is very fact to a certain extent. One's a cheater, I was a cheater. One's a player, I was a player. With you, yeah. If your partner cheats on you, with you, the intent, the scenario, they cheat on you, right? You break up with them. The intent, they fall back, start the healing journey, and then from there, wise, the next potential to be they don't cheat on them. Then the intent when your relationship fails, because everyone comes in your life as a blessing. When they leave, what's the lesson? Be a positive, negative. There it is. Let's say scenario with you, the cheater, but the next relationship you see them, they're actually happy because of social media. You live around them, you see them happy. That you don't should be like jealous, envy. You're like, why? Like, no, you should be happy for your ex. They're doing better. They're with themselves. They learn from you. I cheat on you. I don't want to cheat on nobody ever again. I destroyed you. And that's a positive. Once again, like, you actually have to give you closure, but if the closure is there, the opportunity is there, you're like, yo, like my ex-wife, so yo, that I'm happy for you and your hubby. I pray to God that you and hubby last forever, last dying breath. If that's the scenario, if it is factual, right? We don't know. Then in this lifetime, I'm the last person that destroyed you. Verbally, mentally, spiritually, not physically, but spiritually, much mentally as a being. Everybody has narcissist traits. So that's what I tell you. So that means I'm the last person in this lifetime, in your lifetime, that are traumatized. And that's what I tell you. Like, I support them. Don't be hard on yourself. Why are you asking me questions? Because you don't know. You're trying to know. That's beautiful. So that's a cool thing about the healing journey. You got to work on yourself to progress in life if you want to be better for yourself first and foremost. And then the potential to be, if you want healthy relationships, healing journey. If you want toxic relationships, what the fuck is healing journey? Black and white, very simple. I do not deal with toxicity. And once again, TLC says intercourse, being a toxic relationship or a healthy relationship, is part of the equation. But even then, you got to like, yo, when you do TLC, you have TLC with your partner and shit, you're not supposed to get bored. Like, that's the shit. That's the part, like, that even myself, I'm just like, okay, that's part of the equation. But if I get bored, then what? And that's the shit. My situation, if I don't have a partner. I've been 2 years and I'm single, right? So let's say I had a partner, everything's going smoothly wise, and that's why as individuals, you gotta talk to yourself. Like, everything's going lovey-dovey, everything's beautiful, but why the spark ending? Why everything was good? And that's why the intent not to exchange energy. What I tell people, just give yourself like 90 days, 3 months before you become one. Exchange energy, TLC intercourse, to make sure potentially it's factual. Then it's after 100 days, you have TLC become one, and the intent, it stays consistent, not inconsistent. Love is consistent, toxic love is inconsistent. I promise you that. You don't want that bullshit. And if it's happening on your side, then you talk to your partner, check out, like, everything was going good, we became one, TLC, etc. wise, but like, I don't know, like, I'm bored. What? I know it sounds crazy as fuck, but I'm bored. Like, I don't know, like, but my side, yes, your side, I can tell your energy is beautiful, you're matching it, that's fucking, you're doing phenomenal on your side, but on my side, like, it's the spark's ending. That's why the intent is individual. Yes, it's gonna hurt to tell them, but it's better to tell them today than tomorrow. I can guarantee you that, because the longer individual, the more it's gonna hurt them. It's better respect because the breakup's gonna happen. It's better 90 days in than fucking 4, 5, 6 months in, a year in. And then the worst part, respectfully, let's say you're not satisfied, right? You gotta be fucking honest with yourself, or accept it. It is what it is. I call it the butt lines. You drop the fucking butt lines. I love everything about her, but the only thing about her is she's jealous and trolling. That's the only thing that bothers me, eggs me with. But I won't tell her that because I don't want to mean her to feelings. Fuck all that. No. Because then if you do that and you accept it, then what? Let's say she gets preggo. Kids there. And then how would you do it for the kids? Religion, culture? Or say, oh, I mean, how you doing? How you doing, man? And that's the shit. You don't want to do this yourself because I promise you, you will join the Bay Mom, Bay Father, divorce club again. And then what? Who do you blame? My tattoos. God, Lucifer, little angel, little devil from my ear? No, they're talking to me. Conscious, subconscious, yin, yang, right, wrong, whatever term you want to use at all times. But what am I choosing? What am I doing every day bugged on? I got free will and choice. So does she, I'm blessed, my queen. How you doing? How's your health? How's everything? And that's what I go live to tell you is a story to get in for warrant. You don't want to fucking get bored or in the sparks in your relationship to be. That's the shit. Like, love is not scary. I promise you that. It's just you. Like, are you happy? Are you satisfied where you're at? Everything's wonderful. Happy to hear that. Hey, what's up, Queen? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo le va? ¿Qué dice? How's life? How's everything? How's your health? ¿Cómo está la familia? And that's the shit. Like, I even talk to myself dead ass. Like, once again, scenario, I'm doing 1,000 a whole back, right? Like, reason why a little benefit situation, until it was not to be that, but it became that, but I stopped it because why? Energy is like, it's like, okay, you're doing TLC, and during TLC, you talk to yourself. I mean, I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, you don't, but remember, you gotta talk to yourself. Okay, this is part of the equation, but there's so much red flags everywhere. And well, yeah, she's cute, she's gorgeous, whatever, nice body, but it's just cosmetics. Cosmetics is part of it, but your body does not make you a better person. Even the most exotic male, female in the whole fucking universe. It's nothing. It's you. Spiritual, emotional, mental, the being, how you appear. That's what matters. But if you just want to go off looks, then go off to talk to love. I pray for you and that's it. ¿Todo bien? Espero todo. Oh, todo bien al lado. Yes, Munchie.
Why doesn't it say we're in a relationship?
What? Facebook? Oh, you can say all you want. Open your mouth.
Yes.
Well, once again, on your side, you can put Facebook. You can tell the whole universe on your side that I'm your boyfriend, right? That is your choice, free will. On my side, once again, it's not factual. Like, you cannot force someone to be with you. Like, feelings are good, right? Conversations are good, right? But both have to agree every which way. And once again, my situation, I don't want to be a short-term relationship at all. That is. I don't. And I don't want to get bored. That's why I talk about this shit to the fullest, because you don't want to become bored, because then what? Now I tell you, oh, it's over. That's it. On my side, I trip, I don't fall, I go on my life. I won't share church at all. Respecting the mother of boys right here. 4 years ago. That's the last female in this lifetime I will ever shed tears for in the breakup.
I want to, more about you. You know what?
What? That's what I'm saying. That no one should be get bored in a relationship. If they do, that's how you open your mouth. And better tell your partner today and tomorrow. Once again, in a relation, no one's supposed to get bored if they do open your mouth. If you do open your mouth. So, that's what I say. Once again, on your side, you call me babe, right? You can say I'm your boyfriend. On your side, say it. I've already done this before. On my side, it's not factual. Trust me, I might be embarrassed of having a partner. The whole universe will know who I'm with. But that's why both have to agree on both sides. And that's why you talk about everything. Because once again, on my side, I promise you, 1,000 other people that are healed, they're probably the same way. They're like, it's energy. I don't want to waste my energy on an individual. If I do,
I'm just get upset because the fact that that I do for you. I'm not going to say too much details, but I'm just saying the fact that it made me feel like in the other side point of view, like you're talking to someone else.
You have the right to feel like that. I talk to many females. I was there to my last dying breath. That's why I tell the potential to be. I talk to many females, a lot of females, but it's more love, respect. It's platonic. It's all about toxic relationships, their breakups, their anxiety, their depression. It's all about life. I talk to many females, yes, but it's only about life. What I'm talking about right now, it's not. No what? It's about life. What am I doing here? It's about life. Nothing to be a potential at all. But once again, no one's gonna come in my life and say, hey, you gotta stop doing your live session. You gotta stop to other females. Like, no, it's platonic. No passing boundaries at all. So that's why, once again, no one's gonna do that in my life at all, ever. Like, what am I saying wrong? That's what I tell people. If you have jealousy and insecurity issues, that is your exes. That is your past traumas, not mine. I don't care. That's how the potential to be. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care what you wear. Mm-hmm. Go for it. The what? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I talk to many females. But it's, once again, it's about advice of life. And I won't ever stop, because all I'm doing is telling a story to guide and Forewarn. That's all I'm doing, so they don't be in toxic relationships.
Like, your story.
Everyone's stories. I'm not the only one going through, well, not anymore, but the overage myself, toxic relationships, co-parenting. Yeah. Yeah, toxic relationships. That's why it says free therapy and what? Toxic relationships. They don't say free therapy relationships. Relationships is healthy. Toxic relationships, fucking self-explanatory. It's toxic relationships, toxicity. Why do you want to deal with toxic dead ass? Fuck all that. I won't ever deal with that ever again. For what reason? Why add stress in your life? I won't ever have a toxic relationship with nobody at all. Don't matter if I have one girlfriend or 1,000 girlfriends. The what?
I love being with you.
Yeah, you can talk about most definitely. You have good energy for sure. But once again, on your side, you can tell the whole universe I'm your boyfriend. That's your side.
Okay, I understand that, but you know, I appreciate the fact that, like, I'm happy to express myself, the fact that you're my boyfriend.
Yeah, once again, you can say that most definitely. Once again, that's your choice, free will. But that's the thing on these platforms. That check out black and white, very simple. Maybe locally, yeah, on the potentials. My situation, state of Washington, United States, Eastern Washington, cut the whole state in half. There is no potential. There's girls, beautiful girls everywhere, cosmetically, but they can't even have a conversation about life. They can talk about religion, Allah, Buddha, right? Spiritual world, astrology, numerology, but they can't talk about life.
I actually want to talk about life right now.
Say that again?
Because I'm actually kind of moved. I'm eating. I love eating and talking about the world.
Well, I don't talk about the world. Well, universe to a certain extent, but relationships.
I'm not done talking.
Sure. Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
Why do you think life is the way it is, you know, conspiracy wise? Why do you think, like, it rains or the weather and everything? Why do you think, like, the birds are out of nowhere?
Well, if you want to go by God talk, God made the universe, quote unquote, right? So animals and mammals and humans all great jazz. So we're here. So as far as life, life's life, and no matter what, it's here. So the intent, like, isn't. You know what, like, why do we live? Why do we live? What I believe is to get your life back. In each lifetime, which I believe there's reincarnation. I don't know. I'll find out when I kick the bucket, but I believe in each lifetime is to get your life back. To win the war with the person in the mirror. Stop being broken, codependent, scared to abandonment. You don't need your partner. You want your partner. But that's where we accept toxic relationships. And we go to do what? We go to church. I pray, plan, manifest. Religious world, spiritual world. Do that for years to be. So.
What do you think? Why?
Go for it.
I keep smiling when I look at your face. I can't even. Why do you think the fact that everybody relies on God? Huh?
Well, as your caregivers, well, that's an easy answer. Whoever your caregivers are, I guess they parents, but maybe I don't have mom and dad. Caregivers, whoever raised you, your parents, auntie, grandparents, right? They will teach you their beliefs, what they was taught by their caregivers, right? So be it God, Allah, Buddha, be it astrology, numerology. So remember this. That's why they teach you what to teach you. And if from there, as a little kid, teenager, you become a young adult, you can believe that. But when you become an adult, especially leave that household, you go into the matrix, now you're an adult. You can believe whatever. That's why I watched this pastor. And once again, a lot of people are atheists in spiritual. You don't have to believe in God, but I guarantee if you watch these badass pastors, analogy, metaphors, you don't have to listen to the word of God, God, God. But anyways, He was talking about that situation. He's like the whole analogy metaphor of the cup. The cup is full. Your water, all the good. She's all. When you become 18, keep it simple. You graduate. No college, just graduate. Leave the household. Your cup is full, right? Because you're caregivers, right? And whomever, let's say, whomever taught you, right? And then you graduate. So now you become an adult. You go into the world. I say matrix, right? So now you can empty your cup and whatever that you believe in, whatever, be your your parents, aunties, teachers, bullies, whatever you heard from them that, yeah, you know what, I vibe with that, I like that. It's your life, then you add it to your cup. And from there, why is now, my parents taught me, my caregivers taught me about God. I don't believe in God. Cool, scratch God out. Doesn't make you a bad person. It's your life. So do what I tell everybody, do what makes you happy. So don't be codependent of God, spiritual world. Nobody knows the answer. You can say, I can believe you. Once again, communication, as to comprehend you. I have heard so many stories, religious, spiritual world. I'm like, cool. I believe you, but I'm gonna ask you a question. How and why, especially for people that are addicts. My tattoos, you're an addict, stuck in addiction, and you're a zombie to trigger you. How and why? Your religious, spiritual world in a toxic relationship. How and why? Make that make sense. God can fix you. Allah, the spiritual world, my ancestors. Really, if that was possible, if it was factual, the whole universe would have been saved fucking trillions of years ago. But they hasn't. So, every day above ground, God, whatever higher power you believe in, or spiritual world, everybody has free will and choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? You're in a toxic relationship? The door's right there. Go to work and don't ever come back. But I don't want to be me and hurt their feelings. What will happen if I leave them? Oh, so you did it to what? To accept it. Cool. You pray and manifest that he or she changes their ways. For how much more longer? How many more kids? How many more divorces you go through? And when it fails once again with your child, you're gonna shed tears once again. Who do you blame? My tattoos, a little angel, little devil, mayor, God, Lucifer. The answer is the person marry you. It's your life. It's not my life at all. So that's what I'm saying. And each lifetime, what I believe is the intent to get your life back. And this lifetime, fuck, it's not ever too late. 39 then. I'm 18 at heart. I'm 43 now. The last 4 years of my life, blessed. I won't ever, capital fucking ever deal with toxicity. That's a local Eastern Washington. Girls everywhere. 4-year single state of Washington, Eastern Washington wise. My last girlfriend 2.5 years ago, or like 2 years and a month, whatever. Something like that, I believe. TikTok love story. Guess what? I met her on TikTok. Beautiful energy, but once again, thinking is not knowing. It failed because she believed, remember this, thinking is not knowing that now that she gave me love, I worked on myself, that, it'll work out for the best. It was good overall until the love language part happened. She's traditional, I'm not traditional. That's why, because remember this, everyone in your life will come as a blessing. When you leave, what's the lesson? Be a positive, negative. I was a positive. You can say, once again, you can say you're my girlfriend. But once again, on your side, to say it to the whole universe. I might when they ask me, yo, they don't bother me at all. Once again, I've been respected behind social media. People will fall for you every which way, especially when a person's healing, potentially healed, right? And they can say, yo, I'm your boy. Yeah, you can say you're my girlfriend. That's cool on your side, but not on my side. I'm not telling you you're my girlfriend. I haven't asked you out at all, and it's not. I haven't made it factual to the universe. So why would I hide my partner? And I get it, the whole privacy issue. Sometimes people want to put their relationship private. Why? Because you worry about what people going after your partner. No matter what, remember this: if you become a power couple, I'm healed. Let's say potential, she's healed, right? In the DMs, especially in the female side, gay, straight, trans after her. So the question is, will your partner entertain, be a blue pillar? You know what? She first back, she's entertaining, or will she do the red pill, tree of life, and does what? She verbalizes boundaries. Yo, baby boy, keep it humble. I got my man. I'm blessed. Thank you. If you keep passing boundaries, I'll block you. It's fucking social media, man. You can fucking block away. Yes, you're gonna be blocking all day, but guess what? As part of this social media world, you should. That's why the intent in a healthy relationship should be trust and loyalty. And you should not worry about your partner at all. If they fuck up, what are you gonna do? Chase them, look for them, shed tears. How and why? So you're still broken, codependent, scared, and bound issues. Why? You can shed tears. It's happening. It's ending. Cool. I'm gonna say it again. Go for it. Mm-hmm. Go for it. You are an amazing man. I love your face.
Maybe sometimes I might smack it. I'm just kidding.
Thank you. No, I just thanks for the compliment. Just I worked on myself. So I did.
I'm not done talking.
Go for it.
I love your nose.
Thank you.
I love your nose so much. I sometimes want to lick it and bite it sometimes. But you have a beautiful soul, and I know love is a strong word, but I love your personality. I love the fact that you're so blunt and everything. Maybe one day I'll probably hate you're so blunt.
Well,
it'll be okay because you're so honest, and not many people like blunt people.
Right, very well said.
But I am very blunt también, pero te quiero mucho. Tú eres mi todo.
Once again, I love you, and you can say that in yourself, most definitely. But both sides in a relationship should agree.
I'm not done talking.
Go for it.
I'm such a bitch. But I said, like, to me, you are my boyfriend.
You can say that in your side.
You're always like everything. I talk to you everything. I enjoy talking to you every day, waking up to you every fucking day. Waking up to you every day is such an amazing thing to me.
Thank you. Yes, conversations are beautiful.
I don't care whoever sees it. Well, I know that you probably don't want me to say that too.
We're adults, express yourself to the fullest, most definitely wise. But once again, which is beautiful, once again, conversations. That's why a lot of people, like, once again, if you're introverted, right? And like, where's myself? I mean, like, and what do we say?
You do talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like me. So it's like I can't get mad at you because I always talk too a lot.
Right, but my situation now,
I don't know how to shut up.
I'll talk about his life. That's what I'm saying. Like, the potential to be is like, I tell them, I warn them.
Love that.
I talk about life. That's it.
Like shut up, I'm sorry.
You're good.
But it's just like I can never want to stop talking because I love to talk so much about different things, and that's how you are. And I love it so much because it's so beautiful. And right. I don't care how many people and like showing, like seeing this, because like you know what, I love conversating with you. I love talking about people. I love expressing myself, no matter what.
Well, that's the intent, not to hold back, And once again, with potential to be, I was really embarrassed and shy of them, once again. So, me personally, like, but the potential to be, like, I'll talk about his life. Like, respectfully, I don't care about anything else.
I'm just going to say something real quick. You make me eat.
Make you eat? How so? Just eating in general?
I used to stop. I never used to eat. And now I'm healthy because you make me happy. And I'm starting to eat healthy again.
That's good. But once again, conversations. I believe just conversations is energy.
Because of you. Yeah. And you know what? I don't like that. I don't like eating because I'm going to get fat. My ass.
Well, that's why. Okay.
Weight on my ass again.
That's why we got gyms.
Every time I eat, I get weight on my ass again. Damn it.
Well, that's why we got gyms, cardio, gym, which I gotta start doing more because I could be on lights forever. I could do one-on-ones forever, but the intent is to do gym therapy.
My ass go fat. Even my mom even said my ass got fatter.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. But once again, just gym therapy.
That's your fault.
If you want to blame me, I'll take the blame.
You made my butt go fatter and happier.
Well, once again, like the physical vessel itself, that's part of it. Like I'm not saying don't be attracted.
No, it's just not that. It's just because I gain weight. I don't gain weight from my stomach. Everything when I do gain weight, it goes to my ass or my boobs. And now I gotta get more pants now because it don't fit me no more.
Okay, well, that's the body's always changing, be a thinner, bigger type of situation. That's the vessel, but what about, once again, the mental? That's what I'm saying. Like the potential to be is cosmetic. Well, sure, be attracted to potential to be, but if you want a healthy relationship, if you're healing on your side, spiritual mushroom in the inside, are the healing healed? Can you actually have a conversation with them, or the inside they're broken, they'll get lost? What are you gonna do with that? Like you can, yeah, he or she's got a badass job, career, money, power, and fame, but you can't talk to them. So you're not a toxic relationship again. But yes, you're beautiful, exotic. Everyone can look and they can touch, but you're the partner. You can look, you can't touch your partner. Make that make sense? And my first baby moms, fuck the toxic trophy wife. Fuck that. I won't ever deal with that shit. That's why I just tell a story. Why? Because that's the old version of myself. In this lifetime, you would keep evolving like a snake that shed the skin. The intent, the new version of yourself can talk to the old version of yourself. Remember these red flags? Try to comprehend them, observe them, realize boundaries. If not, then date your ex and all your exes. And then when people tell you, damn, you like toxicity, what? Like my family told me, friends, supposedly, do all you date is toxic girls. When the fuck you get a good girl, quote unquote? You're a good person overall. No one's talking about flaws, but why do you date toxic? But no one told me, guess what? Let me tell you what I see on my side, what I'm observing.
Wait, I have a question.
Go for it.
You have me on Facebook in a relationship, right?
On Facebook, you have me as a relationship. On my side, it shows notification. Munchie wants to be in a relationship. On your side, to confirm, I ignored it. I declined it. And I told you, I'm not shy. Whoever want to ask, I'll ask out. The whole universe will know. So I'm saying on your side, if you want to put it on your side, so be it. I'm not going to get bothered by that for what? You know? And that's why, once again, we talk as adults. And then the intent as individuals, when you taunt somebody, you don't overlove, you don't overthink, because if you do, you can self-sabotage and hurt yourself.
Because, I'm getting a little upset.
Why?
But anyway.
Because once again, you cannot force someone to say, I like you, cool. Yeah, it's feelings, that's beautiful, but both sides should be in the same page.
That's fine. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Anyway, change the subject.
Well, I was talking, but yeah, you're good. So that's the shit, That's why I tell a story. Don't over myself. Let's tell you, don't be hard on yourself. If you don't have a support team,
don't just before you get the bitch out of me.
About for what? Talking about life? You can get mad at the bitch come out if you want to. That's on you, not on I. If you're mad about some relationship, that's on you, not on I.
I get mad because the fact that I like you.
Okay.
I like you a lot.
That's good, thank you.
And I feel like you
go for it.
Spit in my face because you don't like me.
No, it's called conversation. We get to know each other, but if you want to feel like that, that's your feelings, not my feelings. You like me? You're a good individual. Your energy is good, most definitely wise.
That's not the fucking answer.
I can say I like you to a certain extent, but as a potential, we're gonna keep talking and vibing. Once again, what I keep telling you, what's the answer? Have a conversation to know you, because I want to make this factual. I see future positive.
How much I like you?
Okay, feelings are good, but they're not factual. You make decisions with your feelings, you always fall on your face. I guarantee you that.
What the fuck does that mean? Factual.
Factual means
it is factual to me.
On your side, very well said on your side, but what about my side?
Okay, but me, what am I wrong?
Nothing wrong on your side. You're doing your part on your side, but my side, once again, you cannot force people to be in life. You know that, right?
Yes, I can.
What's up, Divani? How you doing? You definitely can. Once again, if you want to force people, then so be it. If you want to use it for your beauty and lust, then so be it. And when they get up and leave, break up with you, that is their choice. Will you shed tears? Will you chase them? Will you look for them?
Okay, but I'm not shedding the tear. I'm just telling you, you have why? You know what? I'm so sick of this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to tell them that you like them?
Oh, no, she knows. The world knows that. The universe knows that. She's on her side. She's not satisfied that we be together. I was like, we'll keep talking. We'll get to know each other. So she's
take your time.
Yeah.
Each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Hey, how you doing, Queen? How's it going? How's the week? How's life? How's everything?
Us ladies, we sometimes want everything to happen so fast. However,
right.
Sometimes we just have we want it just very quickly. Right. We're not satisfied. I don't know. Maybe because I'm
Jamon, how you doing?
How do I say it? I'm already 30 and getting older.
want something, but like, you know what, I know. But like me, when I'm going something, I'm very blunt, you know?
Nothing wrong with that.
And that's okay.
Maybe like a Puerto Rican, I guess.
Nah, it doesn't matter about that.
Puerto Rican, Hispanic. But I understand it, but I just like to at least say it. Either way, I will be patient. I just want to just say it, you know? You know, I am going to be patient.
That's probably going to be your future. That's probably going to be your future wife, Coach.
Say that again. This is Pipe Passion. How you doing?
That might be your future wife.
Oh, wife. Okay, wife. Wife's a big word to use. Like, marriage is beautiful, right? But once again, when it comes to marriage, what I believe is got to be factual on both sides. I believe like maybe you got to be with them probably a couple years to make sure you're good on both sides. That the spark's not ending.
Of course, and then like I want a man like I don't know how long you know. How long you guys known each other? Because
him and I known each other.
I'm good, thank you.
I known each other on the app.
A year and a half.
No, it's just. I mean, like to me, like I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, ma'am.
That's okay. No, we've been knowing each other for like a year or so.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How's it going?
I usually come into his lives just to say hello.
Yeah.
You know, we'd be talking about relationships.
How you been? How's life? How's everything?
Like, How's the kiddos? Talk to him and everything.
Good to see you.
Maybe I am gonna be his sister's wife. I don't know, but like I always conversate with him and everything, and then we even also, and don't deny it, Coach, like we fell asleep with each other and wake up together.
Oh yeah, we're talking about him.
Oh,
I see you have your hands full. Just pretend talking.
Yeah, we do. Don't lie.
No, yeah, no. I once again, yeah, talking about him was definitely technology, but that's why I tell everybody, like behind the cell phones, you meet some awesome individuals.
He makes me smile in the world. Like I love waking up to him, and I love his smile. I love his nose.
What's up, Moon? How you doing?
You know what, girls? I never believed it. That
what you been up to? How's your health?
On the app.
Yeah, hubby yet or no?
I brought my man all the way from Utah to Massachusetts, and we're still together.
That's beautiful.
We've been together for over a year.
Nice. Oh yeah.
It does work. You just.
Oh no, you good. What you been up to? How's your health?
I just think that me and him make the cutest couple. Either way, he has a big nose.
But once again,
that's what I'm saying. You guys make a cute couple.
Well, that's cosmetics. Once again, like
it's not no fucking cosmetics.
Yeah, it is. Like it's okay. Like you can.
I have no makeup, like barely nothing.
No. I'm saying like in general, where it's like the scenario. We can say that comment like, you know, cute couple, right? We can make cute babies, but on the overall, how is it? Like I see future in a positive manner. If I can't talk to you, what am I doing with you? If we're gonna bump heads, you're gonna have jealousy, insecurity issues. Like I don't deal with that.
But we always talk like, babe, come on, for real. And
I believe I moved too fast.
When I call you babe.
Spy. I know you can call me whatever you want to call me.
I'm not ashamed, and the fact that like we have the cutest,
well, Spy Patch, you can slow it down.
Like conversations and
now
everything.
With me.
We had a connection.
Oh, he's living with you?
Yeah, ignore.
I'm back. Okay, welcome back. So Spy Fashion once again. Well, if he's living with you, that's the part where you say you mean living with you, or you put leaving. But if he's living with you, that when you move in together, like it could potentially be fast. Remember this, like when you live separate, you can see each other how you are, but when you live together, you see everything for who you are, right? Only knowing each other for 5 months. Well, it's the spark. It's like the movies go smoothly, but the intent, the spark stays continuous wise, right? You know, love and respect to each other, especially when you live with each other. But that's when you see each other's true colors, you know? And the intent is like no jealous insecurity issues wise. You know, your ex is my tattoo on my neck does not come to present. You don't self-sabotage a relationship. How do you self-sabotage? You drop the corny ass line. If you have not worked on your toxicity issues, your insecure jealousy issues of your ex-exes, you're just like my ex. Drop the corny ass line, it's over. Honeymoon stage over. Well, typically that's the shit. You know, the honeymoon phase, the love bombing, you're beautiful. My tattoos, fresh tattoos, be it a healthy relationship or a toxic relationship, right? TLC says intercourse is going to be part of it no matter what. But remember this, love is consistent. toxic love is inconsistent. His daughter moved in. Oh snap. Okay, well, if you don't have kids and he has kids, that's the part of like dating single parents, you know, and then from there wise, things like that could potentially happen, and that's the curveballs and the intents, like you date them and the kiddos, you know. And then, well, woo. Hey, so how you doing? How's it going? And then from there, like the intent to like before you get involved, like I'm a single father of kids, like the potential to be dating myself, 8 kids, my ex and her hubby. It's called co-parenting. A big happy family, you know. And that's what you gonna call it, how it should be in a positive manner. But you talk about it day one. Oh, I'm best. How you doing? How's it going? How's your life? How's everything? Oh, you got married. Congratulations. Lovebirds. When did you get married, my masculine? That's beautiful. You know, the intensity, everything goes smoothly, and you know, marriages should be good in a positive manner. But relationship not easy, but if you do communication comprehension with your partners, you talk about everything, you don't hold back, that's a positive. It's a high potential that it'll be a healthy relationship. Oh, for sure, yeah. I was talking about it with everybody. So that's why I do live sessions, so we can talk about it, you know, to be factual best as possible. And if the spark's ending, talk to yourself how and why, like what's going on here, the situation. And then if you're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're telling, hey, what are you gonna do? I don't want to mean hurt their feelings, but you're not satisfied. That's the part that you don't want to get to that point where you're not satisfied. Be a marriage, be a relationship wise, like you don't want to get bored. Fuck all that. That's my situation. I'm just like, okay, cool, you're beautiful. We have TLC, and after that, what will happen to me if I get bored? I'm like, yo, chill out. Everything was smooth, but like this is all it is. It's not what you think, but it's love. No, wait, love is beautiful for sure. No, love is factual, hell yeah. But it's just like once again, the overall like love is part of it for sure. TLC says, and of course, be a toxic relationship.
That's why you keep spicing it up.
Well, yeah, on both sides. On both sides. Yeah. On both sides. No, most definitely, that's the intent. And that's the shit. That's why, you know, I tell people, just talk to yourself. Like, if you're not satisfied with your partner, right? Everything goes smoothly.
You know what? He makes me so happy. I always remind them. He makes me smile.
I just be myself.
Like he makes me feel like when I first see the sun in the morning. That's how
love comes in all forms. No, for sure, Ty. Very factual. Love is beautiful. Remember, there's like all the things like people are scared of, like love. No,
it's not love. It's
no, yeah, no. That's TLC, sex intercourse is part of it, and that. But the overall is that, you know, as an individual, it was a been, hey, doing queen, like. Sorry, let me lower down.
So ecstatic.
But like it's gotta be more than that. It's like I gotta be able to talk to you, right? And the intent is like, you know, I don't get bored. That's just I talk to myself all the time. Like scenario, I'm done. I had to hold back. Recently, why I had like a little benefit situation. The intent was not to become benefits. It just red flags are fucking everywhere, and that's why once again, if I have kids, you have kids. The intent we talk about, you know, ask the correct question. Is there co-parenting on your side? If there's not, it's a red flag.
You know, like girl, like I met him, and
so,
I never thought that I would love him. So
I'm trying to adjust. Spy patching, that's how we can do. Because do you have kids, my master spy patch? I believe you don't, but if you can correct me, please. But you get in there. Oh, you have kids? Okay, so remember, like, I don't know if you talked about it day one with him. Like, if you know, co-parenting on your side, if they're co-parenting on his side, you know, that's a red flag scenario. Like, my situation, the benefits recently was there is no co-parenting, right? And I told her, like, on her, maybe on your side, I didn't know you're famous because people are hitting my cell phone up. I don't know if my number on Facebook is public, right? Anyone can see it. I have all these randoms texting me, and they're jealous because I'm not even with you. And they're jealous because I'm messing with you as apparently wise. I go, I'm squashing, that's it, you know? I'm good. Like, yeah, I pray for you, and that's it. We can talk and vibe, but that's a different situation. You don't have to come him, but I tell everybody, when you get in situationships, relationships, if you're more healing, got it from warning, you know? Go for it, Munchie. It's good to see your beautiful face. Much love and respect. Oh, likewise, Tyler. I was going to see you. Love and respect to the fullest. Happy for you and your hubby and the kiddos. Oh, yeah. No, you can raise your hand. Go for it. Yes. Yeah, Moon. Go for it. How you doing, Moon?
Oh, okay. What does she mean by
gets in the way. Like, that's a full package right there when you bring in the kids. Like, if that's what happens exactly when you start dating somebody who has children, like, you have to be ready taking that extra
The kiddos?
because it is a package.
Oh, yeah, no.
It is a package, but you know what? To be honest, girl, I'm sorry to like cut in, but like I'm used to having kids around. I have so many nieces and nephews. I was like, when I was little, I had to raise my nieces and nephews. I knew how to do it. I had to go to college and take care of kids at the same time. También.
Not the same thing though. When you have to take care of your kids, you have no choice.
I know,
Yeah.
but like
Right,
at
man.
the same time, like I know, but like, I
Right.
know what you're saying, but like I actually knew how to take care of my niece when she was a newborn while my sister was going to college. I had to like go to college and raise a newborn that wasn't not even mine.
So, Gucci, how you doing, Queen? How you doing?
Children.
What's up, Queen? How's it
It
going?
was so hard.
I'm talking about side passion. That's because they were talking about the kids. It's the kid that's involved.
Oh, for just by you can DM me if you want to. I'm on his platform, so we can talk and vibe and elaborate. I don't know if you want to jump in the box now or DMs. You can DM me most definitely. I do one-on-ones, you know, so try to break it down best correctly because you don't want overwhelm yourself. Oh, you did? You DM me on here? I'll have to double check it because I don't get my notification. So remember this as a forewarning. I have like 10 platforms. So like this Bigo's on this cell phone, IG's on this cell phone. I don't have all the apps on mine because if I go to Bigo or Likee, if I open it up, then I have to change the password. Put the code BS. So I just leave it here. So I will check. I did video box. Okay, cool. Oh, on there, here wise. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let me see. I apologize. Let me open the box up because they can't do no more. So let me expand it. Apologize. Poop. Now we go here. There we go. And bam. There we go. Sorry.
Hey,
What's up, Swipe Action? Welcome.
hey.
Mhm.
I believe I moved too fast.
Okay. Yeah, you know. Hey.
I moved too fast, and
Yeah.
but you know, like I said, the honeymoon stage, and then like you told me, then you get to see who they really are.
Right.
Afterwards, and I got to see that.
Mhm.
But everything is said and done now. You know what I'm saying? He moved in and everything, and then I got to see. You know,
Mhm.
he's very young. I'm 10 years older than him. So yeah, I'm 44. He's 34.
Okay, well, age is not a number, but this is the maturity level. So as long as y'all match energy, that's a positive.
That's what I'm talking about mentally.
Yeah.
He's a good person, and sometimes it's like have to be on eggshells with him.
That's not healthy. Yeah, that's not healthy. Respectfully, it just.
How can I put it?
Right. And when you say like walking on eggshells, as far as like.
This is the best way, so it don't feel like I'm gonna abuse.
No. You're good. No. We're adults. Yeah. But like we.
Okay, with his daughter, right? I don't have no problem with children. I have 5 children.
Okay.
I have 3 girls and 2 boys. They're they preteen and teenager. One is in college, all that.
Yeah.
They're older. He has a daughter that's 10 and another daughter that's like 8 years old.
Okay.
So his daughter was sitting down at the table, and he told me he has to stop that with her because she likes to destroy things, break things. Okay.
Right.
She ripped the paint off of my stand and made it look worse than what it already is.
Oh, she's picking
I
that.
started talking to her. I said, why would you destroy people's property? That's called vandalism. You're not going to be able to keep everything you get, tear it up. You know?
Yeah.
Then he interjected, and him being father, he's like, I'm going to tear your butt up and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da, which daddy don't ever spank her. In which I feel like, okay, yeah, spankings are not everything.
Right.
So, like, I would buy her dresses, shoes, and stuff like that, and do her hair and da-da-da-da-da, right?
But then she started tearing my stuff up. I had like a makeup box. She cut a ribbon. See, this is what I'm going through.
Little ones. Little ones, yeah.
So I tell him, I say this, I say, buy her any more shoes, any dresses. I'm not going to do her hair how she wants her hair done.
Yeah.
But the simple fact that now you're getting to where you're damaging things that are mine, and I'm trying to, help because I do care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to stop. That's what I mean by him getting in the way.
Right.
Right. And you know what?
Like, an example, she stole
between 8 and 15. It's a tough stage to deal with.
Okay.
Girls.
Yeah, you're right. And then at those ages, I think they say between birth and when they're 7 years old, that's when they become more impressionable. That's the time when they learn a lot of stuff. And I'm guessing around that time, there was no one that really cared to get on her about stuff like they would.
Potentially, yeah.
Right. There at the time.
Is there co-parenting on his side? I'm asking. Is there co-parenting on his side? Like the mother's involved on his side, like healthy? Is it No.
Me being the age that I am, and I done raised 3 girls and 2 boys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From my experience looking at them, in their early 30s.
Yeah.
And like you say, age really don't mean nothing. It's the mentality of the person.
Right.
But that mentality matches of I don't care how you look, what you got on. If you go to school looking like a bum, like a hobo, do you get what I'm saying? Just don't care. Like you're wearing pajamas to school. Where's your mother? She had you this weekend. She didn't do your hair, braid it up, so that you go to school all through the week.
Or at least single up young, like we said,
Yeah, so there's no that means that co-parenting is not really going positive as then.
It's
go see your face,
like
just getting off the bus to work, 2 hour shift.
The other daughter lives with me. I'm gonna get the other daughter.
I'll be here for like half hour more, 45, but awesome. Okay, so yeah, see, that's the like in a respect of matter, the intent is like learn from the situation, right? So let's say scenario, this doesn't work out. The next potential to be if they have kiddos, ask like my situation. I tell them, hey, like she has kids, are you doing co-parenting? And they be like, what's that? Well, you and your ex, are you guys getting along for the kids best as possible? And they become best friends, but like healthy because if y'all toxic, I don't get involved in a situation because I have my kids, I have my ex and her hubby. We're doing co-parenting, healthy, respectfully. Yeah, you're part of the equation. So are the kids, and so is he. Never hate it. I did him also. So if he doesn't like the fact that you're moving on, then my tattoos, then he's your slave master. You're the slave. He still owns you. You want to let the shit go. He won't let it go. So while we get involved with you, I'll be an associate. I'll be supporting, not by my side. I'm not bringing toxicity around none of my kids, nor myself.
That's what I told him. I said, I'm not trying to be a slave to everybody.
Right.
Trying to get ran over.
Yeah.
My man, right?
Right.
And I'm supposed to lie. And I heard y'all say that you take somebody on who have kids. You know what I'm saying? You accept the whole package and everything.
What
I
David, how you doing?
that. But this is my first experience out of 44 years being involved with someone that moves in and they have their children too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have to deal with your children. It's like, hold up, mommy.
What's my favorite beef? I don't have a favorite, honestly.
It's just so much for me.
Then you Kendrick with
especially
Drake. Drake's gonna get slaughtered easy on that one.
You are older than him. My daughter's father is 12 years younger than me.
How about you?
49, and we together for 12 years, and then we had our daughter. However, he got married, and the girlfriend, his wife now, is like jealous of me, and I'm like, girl, I don't want him. I just want him to be a dad to his daughter.
And I agree with you, girl, because like, why would someone get so mad either way? Like you're co-parenting and everything, like your mother, and like, why would someone get mad? I'm like, that's like you share a relationship with a child,
You gonna tell me, whatever you got going on, I got your back. I will back you up.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I mentioned to him about his daughter stealing something, and then putting it back as obvious that your dad got on you about it, and all of a sudden you put it a certain way that wasn't there before. And when I approach him, he's snapping at me. I said, hold up, I thought you said you had my back. He said, I'm trying to defend my door. I said, the evidence and the proof is right there. Let me tell you something. She took, now this is not funny. She stole my little rose. You know what it is? The little vibrator.
Yeah.
She stole that shit. And then when it got to the point where it got out, like, who got it? And then, like, when I came back from Myrtle Beach, I found it in the location that I looked at.
Yeah.
And it was towed up the little thing that I was like, wow. And nothing happens.
So you've been together.
It tells me to talk to her about masturbation.
No. That's young for that.
I
Respectfully.
didn't talk to my son. When I call him masturbate, I just walk right on past. I'm sorry, excuse me. That's stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, well, see, like you said, you've been together for 5 months now, right?
That's right.
5 months now, you said? You've been together 5 months now, you said, roughly? Well, it's like, 5 months deep in the situation, but the cool thing, like, if you talk to them more about it, hey, like, you say you don't have my back, but every time I talk to your daughter, you kind of get on me wise. So, like, we got to figure this out so it's healthy because, maybe these little habits, once again, I've only known you for 5 months of my life, so whatever if she's the 8-year-old, 8 years she's been doing this more likely. Well, 4 or 5 years of her life she's been doing this, and no one's really kind of like discipline her, talk to her about it. You go to people's houses, don't be down to people's houses, and so on and so on. It's not your stuff. You should ask, quote unquote. But yes, kids sometimes they do what they want to do because their kids are growing. I get it, I comprehend it. I have 8 kids trust, so the intent is talking as best as possible. But on your side, individual, the intent not to accept your partner. Because yes, let's say you two are good, but it's the kiddos, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on you. And yes, the kids are going, excuse me, but just like it's the overall picture. Like, are you happy? Are you satisfied? And don't do the butt lines. I love everything, but don't do butt lines because when you do butt lines, you're accepting them for how much more longer. And that's on his side, he's good. They say his side, you're the best woman he had in his life on his side. But what about your side? You both got to be happy, not just one sided. And if you do one sided, toxic relationships again. And now you're just for how much more longer? And then for warning in a positive manner, fear, right? It's better to tell them today and tomorrow hurt their feelings.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
To sell everything.
I'm sorry, number 4. I'll be here like
you know what I'm saying? Like my conventional oven. He's like, let me get this here. And I'm like, no. Why would you want to take stuff from the home and take it somewhere else? Like, okay, I paid for a vacation funds. I have to book what day I want to go. We was talking about going to Panama City. That's what we were going to do. Then he says he's trying to do what? Oh, I'm trying to sell the package for $500. And then I'm like, why would you want to sell stuff that I do try to do for us and have for us?
Right.
Yeah. I don't get that part. So at the end of the day, I be feeling, and he always say, I do this for you. I spend my last dime on you. I said, yeah, you do. But you don't give me no big money in my hand, maybe $10 or $20 twice or 3 times a month. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see certain things. I understand people go through certain stuff.
Right.
To get on board.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get certain financial things right. So I'm a very patient person.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that I dislike, that he try to sell everything and make deals or whatnot, especially if it's something that I have contributed to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I understand the relationship is supposed to be we and all of this, but then I also understand we are not married. We're shacking up.
right. Very well said. Yeah, well, respectfully, like, you don't want to get married, and then if this is happening now, let's say a year or 2 years from now, in the same situation, yeah, if he pops the question, the intent to say yes, because, the marriage is a title, it's just a piece of paper, respectfully, but it's more than that. It's actual factual love, not toxic love, And then go to divorce and go through all that. For what reason? Like, if I tell people, if your relationship is toxic, right, in the beginning, the red flags are there. I guarantee 1,000. If you don't squash it, then you will join the Bay and Mom Bay Father Divorce Club. It's all in your favor. And the intent is not to get to that point. That's why we can't talk to each other as couples. It's over. Hey, Munchie. And then from there, wise, like, if you're dreading to go home to your partner, let's say you're a stay-at-home wife, a girlfriend, right? And you're dreading him to come home, then there's a problem. You're not supposed to be dreading to go home to your partner. You have a shit day at work, shit day in the streets. You should be happy to go home. If you're not happy to go home, you got problems.
Happy to go to.
Massive problem.
I have another question.
Go for it.
I love
often, like, you have great sex with a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then they like to sleep on the couch all the time.
They want to sleep with you? You on the couch? Stay to the couch?
Like, sometimes they'll come in the bed or they'll sleep on the couch and they'll come back upstairs and they'll not come get in bed with me. What does that mean? Because, like, when I asked him, he was basically saying, let's watch porn. I say, I don't want to watch no porn.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get it on now.
Right. Do us, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We'll
so
see.
He wanted to go downstairs.
I'm going in your bed right now. No.
He wanted to go downstairs and watch a porno.
Oh, okay.
And then when I asked him, I said, I don't trust the fact that you're downstairs like that in the middle of the night. Because, for one, if I do that shit, it ain't going to fly. Anybody who does that, and if you're in a relationship, you're going to feel like you don't want me. You don't
right, satisfaction. Right. So that part, that's the, like, I don't know if you talked to some, okay, me personally wise, right, a potential to be, I do like to, you don't have to do this, right? But we're adults, quote unquote, right? Especially respect when we have kids. So the potential to be a time, you know, like, you don't have to. I respect your boundaries, you know, you don't have to answer any of my questions, but I'd rather talk about verbally about TLC's and of course day one, like why? I know it's kind of blunt, but here's the kicker. It's a verbal conversation. I don't know what you love about it, what you dislike about it. Let's say I love this. You hate that, you don't do that. You love that, I don't even do that. Then guess what? Respectfully, queen, everything's beautiful but that part. I am not going to accept in my life. Because if I accept in my life, I should go back to my ex and look for them because I accepted that shit for years to be. Respectfully. No. So then be like, sometimes be like, so you're trying to tell me there's nothing to pursue because of that? Yes. No. Because if we do this and I'm not satisfied and you're not satisfied, then you and I fuck around. No. So why don't we just be poly open? Or here's the kicker. Really, we talked about it, so it ends here. There was no energy exchange. There was no love, time, and emotions lost for them at all. It was a small conversation about our real life, about us, the potential, because I see future in a positive manner. I don't want to deal with toxicity. I don't want to accept it in my life. Or vice versa. Maybe I'm too much for you, or vice versa, you know? But that's why the intent, what I believe is, yeah, so that, well, it sounds like it, so.
I didn't introduce, like, sex toys to him, like dominatrix stuff, like I get stabbed like that, like
right. So
like, oh, I ain't never had it done like this before. Like, this was a super nut. How did you? Oh, I love you. Oh, yes. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I love you. Da 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 da.
Right.
But then I'm like, do some people have addiction just to masturbate, even though?
Well, remember, there's all types of addiction, right? So the thing is, that's why they intend they want you to talk about it. You know, once again, respect, try to learn from this situation if it doesn't progress for much longer, right? So next potential to be talk, hey, I'm curious to know, like, I don't mind it here and there, but do you like porn? Do you love porn? Because I don't really care for like that. So, but let's say they'd be like, well, I don't like porn. I love it. And then be like, well, I don't like it like that. So that's red flags on your side. Say it again.
I look at it sometimes.
Right.
I'm not a maniac.
Right. Codependency. Right.
Every other month or something, I might look at porn because I'm my own.
Right.
Like, pictures of you doing some off the wall porno stuff. Like, he has like a rolling deck of pictures of me. So I guess, like, sometimes he would say, "Oh, I'm looking at our pictures," or da 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 da. Yeah. But this is the thing: we don't never argue to the point where I'm sleeping on the couch.
Right. So maybe his part, you know, he has a porn addiction potential wise. So you should ask him more about it. And if let's say he does, remember, either he does accountability, yes I do, or no I don't. But even though you catch him on, you know, you live with him, you know his routines, right? If he's not in the bed, more likely to be down there, right? So if he's doing that, and what are you gonna do on your side? Like, talk to him as an adult, hey, you know, you're telling me you don't, but every time I wake up, you're not here. Or every time you get up and leave, I know you go down there. So you're more likely doing that. So is this what you're going to be doing for the rest of our time being together for years to be? Because this is the case being, I don't like this, you know? And that's why you got to make a decision for yourself. You know, and remember this, the truth.
They're like younger than me. So I'm like, you know, when I put myself out there with him sexually, you know what I'm saying? It seems that he wants more. He wants more than the the freaky stuff that I do. He wants more than that.
Do you talk about it?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like,
I'm not laughing at you, girl. Girl, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my mom. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I done been to the, I done been to the swingers club before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I done had threesomes before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was in my early 30s. I'm 44 now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, for someone who I care for and love and everything, to say that, she put on the show was going on. To say that, you know what I'm saying, makes me feel some type of way, because he's kind of like, you know, wanting, like, how would I feel about introducing somebody else involved in the relationship,
right?
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say to that?
I'm like, okay.
Like, how do you feel about it? Like, you know.
I told him that.
You told him no?
I said the only thing I feel that,
Okay.
I say the only benefit that I would see for it to be is this woman is doing things that I will not be able to do. What one won't do, another one will do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as in the bedroom, I'm doing everything besides inviting somebody else in.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. I do all that you do. Well, I never had it before. Yeah, I'm an older woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But when he mentions something like that, I start feeling like, why are you so greedy? Why aren't you?
See, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the thing. So if the red flags are happening, I remember, like, that's why once again, my in the beginning, what I do on my side, right, is the potential to be, right. I ask him, like, what are you into, poly, open type of situation? Because I'm letting you know there is no threesomes, no, they're not invited. But if that's what you want on your side, day one, we'll talk about it. So, hey, what's up, Queen? How you doing? How you been? How's it going? What you gonna call it? Like, let me know today. If that's the case, being stay friends and associate. There is no more than that, because I don't do that. It's monogamous, A and B, Jada Will Smith, and that's it. I don't do it.
Because I did. I told him, yeah, we can do that as long as I can do that. I can bring a man up to here.
How's family? How's life? How's your health?
This ain't that, but that ain't gonna happen.
Right. So, right.
Realistically, that won't happen.
Right. See, and that's why you talk about everything. So remember, there's, like, when the red flags are happening, you got to talk about it as adults, and then respectfully. That's why I put more pressure on us, single parents, because remember this, like, the intent, you don't bring people around our kids, quote unquote, right? The potential to be, like, you got to make sure it's factual and be legit, because my situation, I'm saying 2 months, 2 years and a month single, right? So my kid once in a while, that's the once again, like, all my exes are in my life in a positive manner, right? So, like, my kids, I'm my ex right there in pictures, like, oh, how's Amber doing? I go, oh, so last time we spoke, she's doing good, why aren't you guys together? Oh, because, well, you're young for the conversation, but it just didn't work out because of a positive situation. So it's cool, humble, love, respect, that's why the potential to be around your kids, it should be a good potential, a long term. That's why me personally, I don't do dates. I just do one date. We talk about everything day one, like, yo, what's your jealousy, insecurity issues, TLC wise, what do you see in the future in a positive manner? And if the thing is, like, I tell them, on my situation, I do live sessions. I talk to men and females. So if you're judging, trolling, I'm not the one. Respectfully, I'm not passing boundaries. Love, respect, monogamous type of situation. It's all about life. All it is about advice. Co-parenting, the anxiety, depression type of situation. If that doesn't bother you, it's a you problem, right? Not an I problem, respectfully. But, and the cool thing about social media is that I tell people, because it's technology, we're blessed with technology, right? So what I tell the potential to be, check it out. You have social media, so do I, right? My tattoo in my hand. So check it out. Here's my platforms. And do speed dating. Don't lie to yourself based on what I post, what I talk about on your side, what do you post, what do you talk about on your side? Based on social media, do you believe we'll get along? And don't do the whole thing, we can make good babies. Don't do that toxic bullshit. No, like, be realistic wise, based on social media, because analogy metaphor, our platforms, our resumes as individuals. If I don't party and kick it, but she does, it's not going to work out. That's not my lifestyle. I already know that. But yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, she has a nice body. Dime a dozen. Toxic love and lust is dime a dozen. Show me love and lust. That's hard to find nowadays, right? So the cool thing about technology, I go just base it off that. And here's the kicker. What do I talk about? It's all about life. If that would be too much for you, it's a you problem, not an I problem. I have my tattoos for a reason, to get people's attention. Typically, the female, the queens, they ask me about my tattoo. So we're walking the streets, will I bother you if I have conversations with random females about life, about my tattoos? If it does, it's the you problem, not an I problem. Once again, there's nothing wrong. It's not negative. No one's passing boundaries, So That's why my situation, I break it down to the fullest day one, because nobody, not even the universe, you and I cannot get nobody back, but God Almighty can't give it to you. Love, time, and emotions. So when you comprehend that, why you waste your love, your time, your emotion around people around you, especially besides the partner. If you're not satisfied, you're not satisfied. Mm-hmm.
I look at it as, but you know what? I broke him down because he's a man that don't do oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's been married before.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 other baby mamas.
Oh, okay. Snap! Is that healthy?
That's it.
Did you ask him if it's co-parenting with other ones?
He
Hey, what's up, Lizzie? How you been, Queen? It's been a minute.
Awesome.
Glad to see you.
You know what I'm saying? He says he has that under wraps, so I just leave it alone. Even though his last baby mom was trying to get back with him, I was like, no, you all say get out the way. But
right, but see, that's a red flag. Remember that. That's a forewarning. If you're living it, you observed it, and if his baby mom's trying to get with him, why? Like, if he's keeping it humble, hey, no, I got my girl, I'm blessed, keep it humble, right? But here's the kicker. He can stand in front of you, on Texas, whatever, but behind closed doors, what happens? Are they doing co-parenting, or are they doing the baby mom and baby daddy fucking benefits type of situation?
She's using that child against him.
Mm-hmm. Because why?
He's like, can I speak to David? Let's speak to David.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I speak to the other kids? No, like
right.
She's just trying to
bitter. Yeah. She's the bitter baby moms. Right, and that's the thing, because on her side, she has not let him go. I see you, and that's the part. That's the part when there's baby mom, baby daddies. Those are red flags, and you gotta ask the correct question. It's been a struggle. I'm out of your pocket, you know that, and that's why I tell stories like you gotta be factual. Like, ask the correct question, because remember, if there a scenario on my side, the first baby mom, my first tattoo says Debbie mother. She's not in our kid's life, in our daughter's life for 13 years. That's her choice, free will, right? So on that side, so my ex, the mother of our boys, what's up, how you doing? How's it going? We're doing co-parenting. That's a positive, a better friendship than a partnership, right? So that's why on your side, if you get with them, baby mama is like, okay, ask them, with all the baby moms, are you doing co-parenting? How's that coming along? You gotta ask the correct questions, because those are red flags to be. Because if their exes haven't let them go.
He asked me, could you please help the situation about making appointments for my daughter to see the doctor? It's an appointment. I said yes. But he asked to his ex to get the doctor information, right? And she gave her doctor information, right? The daughter missed the appointment. So then he says to me, can you get the doctor's information, the specialist and all that? And could you be in charge of that? You know what I'm saying? Because they living here with me, right? And then I could tell when he had a conversation with the baby mama, because then he gonna say, no, I don't want you to handle that anymore. Oh.
So she's ready. All right, she's running the show. See, that's the part where it's right. That's a tug of war type of situation. So that's why, since all these little red flags are popping up, you gotta talk to them about everything. If not, then for how much more long will you accept this relationship wise, right? And then the worst part is the kids are involved, right? So maybe the kids are cool with you, and then the breakup happens, and this is where we traumatize our kids. The intent is not to traumatize the kids than they already are, That's the part that becomes hard. That's why I focus on co-parenting best as possible, because the potential to be, you got to make sure it's factual on the overall, If not, another toxic relationship. So, yeah. Hey, Munchie, can you lower down your music, please? I got back in college. Can you lower down your music, please? I had to get my kids for a few weeks because I got very sick and my brakes went out. Now my kid's father is telling me that I don't want to be a mom or have my kids. Lizzie, respect for your baby father being better. Like, people, we go to shit in life, and as long as you're elaborating, telling what's going on with you, you're doing your part. Thank you. You're doing your part. I got the car fixed and got the kids, but he's saying he's done with my excuses. I was just doing what's best for my children. I'm trying to not let his words hurt me. Lizzie, yeah, okay. When it comes to like my first tattoos, the bitter baby dad, baby mama type of situation, like, the intent is not to let you, their words hurt you, but wait, what's up, primo? What's going on? Hey, what's up? How you doing, brother? How's it going?
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay, for sure. I'm on you. So what you gonna call it, and try not to let that bother you. As long as you're doing, remember this, as single parents, as long as you're doing your part best as, and you know you're doing your best part, you're not having, as long as you're not lying to yourself, having excuses for your kids, you're not lying. Your baby mom, baby father, the better as fuck, they can say that shit. Try not to let those words bother you, because it will ruin your day. Then what? You know? You said then initially, yes. I make it sound easy because I worked it myself. That's forgives communication, not forget because you lived it. So the second hardest part, you gotta let go, do close for yourself, comprehend why it failed. And you do for yourself, not for your ex. You do for yourself, you know? He has no reason to be bitter. He's engaged and happy. Now he is new women messaging me about a mom. Well, Lizzie, once again, to him and to his fiance, whatever, wife, whatever, they're both being bitter and shit, and they're both bullying you, wise. And that's why if they're religious people, I love, especially when the religious people, I'd be like, how can you call yourself religious people and you're talking shit to me? Just call them out. Will God say that? Would Jesus say that? No. So why are you saying that? But you're religious people. Make that make sense. Kill them with kindness type of situation. Keep doing your thing and let them know how it affects how we're feeling. Oh, exactly, man. You know what's up, primo. Yeah, I just tell a story. Once again, it's not about being right, just to guide and forewarn you so you don't do what I did, what a lot of us did. Toxic relationships are not healthy at all. But if you love toxicity, that is your choice, you will. I don't recommend it, I'll do my best, and the kids, Right. I definitely didn't want a broken car or to get sick, but things happen. Oh, no, yeah, listen, no, life happened. That's why the intent is to adapt to our situation best as possible. But when it comes to, the bitter baby mom, baby father type of situations, it can be hard to initially, but support teams, I preach about support teams because you can reach out to the support team, will try and guide you, like, yo, let him and her be bitter. Remember this, every time they talk shit to you, they're doing deflection, projection, talking about themselves because they're bitter and hateful in themselves. They just don't know that because they don't have the conversation with their partners. They're both bullying you. Fuck. They're bitter fucking couple. The how? Why? And they want to traumatize the kids and talk shit. Yeah, it sucks, man. Hurt people. Heal people. What do? We heal people. No one's perfect. We have our flaws, most definitely. But the intent is to be selfish in a positive manner, work on yourself. But we're taught that being selfish is wrong with the sin. The fuck it is. I don't need nobody in the whole universe. I don't need my 8 kids. I don't need co-parenting, partners, friends, none of you buying the screen. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit, any validation food. Person mirror myself, not nobody else. I want my kids. I want co-parenting. I want family, friends. You guys by my side. If you choose to be on my side, which is your choice, you will. I cannot force you to be in my life at all. A gun, sure, forcefully, but you didn't do it willingly. Massive difference. So that's the shit. It's you gotta be very, very careful who you lay down with, exchange energy, you have a kid with, a family, quote unquote. If you don't, I promise.
I got caught.
Well,
I could have recorded in the car. I wanted to record him in the car.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But he found the record. I'm a bad investigator. He found the recording. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, why would you do that? I said, because I wanted to hear the conversation between you and your baby mama. And
yeah,
you have
so behavior on.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like ever since then, I don't feel right. I'm following my intuition.
Intuition, yeah.
Something going on with I'm following it.
Yeah, no, you gotta go intuition. It's very factual.
Because that is that's our fifth sense.
Yeah.
Intuition.
Peter says a lot. I thought Peter said what's up. Well, that's what I tell people, boys. What you gonna call it? Like, if you want to go intuition, spiritual talk, that's your future self telling the present self, hey, red flags, I'm forewarning you. But remember, there's no maybe you don't hear them verbally wise, but it's energy. So what are you doing? What are you choosing? My situation, I'm always going to choose myself. I'm such in a positive matter. I don't deal with toxicity at all. Zero. Damn, you got to be a Pantera Metallica fan. Oh, yeah. No, I love heavy metal. Heavy metal. I love music in general wise, but all types of genres.
You know why I haven't been coming on your live
Go for it.
in a while?
You good?
Because I was on your live. Ben was watching your live months ago.
Okay.
He studied psychology, and I think what he did was use that mess on me. And, got in the position where we are. I'm not going to say use it, but because he's more knowledgeable on certain things, I would feel, of course, you would use maybe something.
Right.
It's a handful dealing with y'all young people, man.
Well, it's like
I'm my friend. I'm like, bro, I don't think I can do this, man. This is too much.
Well, yeah, they're still learning, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what I preach about is energy. Like, respectfully to like, I tell people, if you want to break it down easy, black and white, simple as possible, if you want a healthy relationship, tat on me, I go to where I says all the suburbs, good areas, are God's playgrounds, heaven on earth, healthy relationships, love and lust, all the ghetto hoods, you know, Lucifer's playgrounds, hell on earth, toxic relationships, toxic love and lust. So for the most part, not all, but you know, all the suburbs, nice areas, you can actually have like energy conversations for the most part, and the intent to do communication comprehension. My situation, I can't speak at the whole universe, no, but it's energy. You can go to any part of the universe, like, damn, this place looks rough. More likely that's the ghetto hoods, you know. Don't stay there for too long, you know, especially not from there. The nice areas, the suburbs, like, oh shit, it's a cool area. Yeah, it's energy. And then from there, wise, people's energy, how do they treat you? Like, you know, my situation, they have, remember, only God can judge. That's incorrect, respectfully. And, you know, every day above ground, we have free one choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? I get this all the time. Brown person with tattoos, gang with mafioso, hood and prison tattoos. It hurt my feelings. Judging means communication, right? And let me speak. Tell my energy, what comes out of my mouth? Comprehend me. Do I look like it? Do I speak like it? Do I act like it? None of the above. That's the blue book conversation. The black market, respectfully, Lucifer's playground. That's you want to date karma? Get involved with the black market, gangbang, mafiosos, anyone that type of categories. And you want love, but that's job by your side. You want toxic love? You didn't know that, did you? I forget. That's karma.
But you know, I love his energy. I love his energy. You know what I'm saying? Because it made me feel, hey.
Okay, energy is good. But remember, energy is good, but it's the overall picture. It's the overall picture. Like, remember, the kids are involved, so his energy be good, but what about the baby moms? What about the kids? What about the environment? You have to break down the whole environment. It's not just him. You're dating the whole squad. Let's say you dated him, he had no kids. There will be no kids. There will be no baby moms, right? It'd just be him. You probably, but respectfully, you might have potentially better chance, potentially wise. But it's a whole package when you date a single parent. That's why, once again.
And then he's asking me to interject myself in certain situations, and then he's taking it back. And it's kind of like, oh, all of a sudden, that lets me know who it really is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, he pick up my phone and he'll read certain stuff or whatever, and I'll pick up his phone and I can tell by the conversations that he had with his baby mama is incomplete with him saying things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, I told him 9 times out of 10, when you accuse of somebody, usually you're the one that's emotionally cheating with somebody else. You know
right. Well, the cell phone has a zillion options 24/7, 365. So you gotta be very careful with this, right? But if you're about the cell phone, it's over. What's the next tattoo? Oh, my next tattoos? Oh, I'm getting to trigger the universe on the 31st. Any boys and girls that want to fight and shit, I tell my kids, I call you monkeys. Like, use your words. You know, them I have, like, you know, fuck boys, fuck girls, negative words. Right. I just hoping the drama isn't damaging the kids. That's the intent, Lizzie, but you cannot speak on his behalf. You know, you just talk to your kids, and that's the hard part of co-parenting. We have better, you know, baby mom, baby father type of situation. They could talk about you, and then the kids come to you, mom and dad says this. It's a lot going on, you know, and that's why the intent is to become better baby mom, baby fathers, because your kiddos become bitter also, and your kids fear a positive manner. There's a cycle. Your kids potentially become you in toxic relationships. Then what? That's why when you break the new cycle, what happens? Your family and friends call you crazy. You lost it. I'm like, I hear it all the time. I go, I'm crazy, but I'm blessed because guess the kicker, it's been 4 years after my breakup, and y'all still together in a toxic relationship. How and why? And I'm the crazy one, and I lost it. You should break up. It'd probably be healthy for you guys. Start the healing journey, right? But that's their choice. You will. I don't feel like Spokane has good energy. Oh, like that's Eastern Washington. My side, not Spokane side. You know more. You're Spokane side. I'm more Yakima Valley. For me personally, respectfully, to trigger the whole universe, I say all the time. Eastern Washington. If you want to call me out, I would love the conversation. But I'll see his roles. Show me a woman in Eastern Washington, a woman that would not get offended. She'd be like, "Hey, I'm healing. Let's talk about life." Yes, guess what? It's energy. Like Spy Passion, Munchie. We're talking and vibing. That's why the cool thing about social media, I can talk to people behind these platforms, or when I go to Seattle, the west side, the best side, Seattle. No matter from the ghetto hood to suburbs, women love conversation. Women love energy. And the cool thing about Seattle, women are shy. They'll shoot their shot from ghetto to suburb. If they like your energy, what's up with you? Can I take you out to you? Like, what? Can I take you out to you? I could be a killer. Well, you're too nice for a killer, but I'll take a risk. Like, okay, let's go, you know. But that's why it's energy. Energy. If a person that says that, yo, I love your energy, that person is more in the spiritual world, religious world, right? So that's a good conversation to be. And that's why as adults, we talk about this. Real conversation about life. All I talk about is life. Respectfully, nothing man-made, nothing man-made has feelings at all. Money, power, and fame, your car, your career, your job, etc. wise, cry to it and ask for advice when you have depression, anxiety, breakups, insomnia. Fucking crickets. But yes, you're beautiful. Yes, money, power, and fame. All status, but man-made status, not God-made. Massive difference. Cannot give you the rights to life.
Well, just, I'm sneaking on here in conversation, y'all.
That's cool. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Spy Passion. I was good to see you, but the intent, it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. Go ahead.
I know. He was like, I don't like you going live anymore and going on there and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then later on, he's like a couple months later, he's like, why don't you go live? Why don't you? You know what I'm saying? And it becomes confusing, frustrating to me.
Well,
you know,
does he have jealousy and insecurity issues? I'm asking, because that's what he's acting like. Like before him, oh, he does. Okay, that's red flag. So if you don't have jealousy and insecurity issues, but he does, that is his past to present. He's bringing his ex is my tattoos.
Yeah.
So
because even his friends said that. He said that's insecurity. I said I'm the type of person where I can have a conversation with the opposite sex and not have sex with them.
Yeah, it's platonic, right? Platonic.
We're just talking about a general subject.
Right. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not him?
Don't like that.
Oh, well.
Friend had to point him out. Like that sounds like an insecurity issue.
Massively.
You know, like I love him and I care about him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say.
Go for it.
This hurt my feelings. Okay, his daughters came here for the first time and spent the night. Okay, so in the morning I say, "What you want to do for breakfast? Do you want to go to the store? Like what are we gonna do? Because kids like to eat breakfast in the morning, right?" So I go downstairs to use the bathroom because I have like 3 bathrooms. Then I go back upstairs, right?
Yeah.
And then his kids are in the bed with him. And I say, "Oh, I'm sorry." So I close the door. I go downstairs and I lay on the couch, right? Then I get up and I do my hair, and his daughter comes up to me and says, "We hungry?" And I say, "Well, what your dad has said?" He said, "Ask you." And I said, "Okay." So I made them some pancakes and stuff, right? And while I was making, I said, "Could you tell your dad if he could come here?" And she came back and she said, he said he'll be here in a second. He never came down to where they asked, "I thought Daddy was coming down." Right? So at this point, I felt like, I hope he's not. At this point, I felt like a slave, like I'm doing everything for everybody. And I feel like, and I feel like it was a sign of him showing his daughters that you can disrespect people because, 2 hours went by when I asked him to come down. You feel me? So when I went upstairs, my tone was like, I was fussing at him, and he was like, whatever. I was hurt that whole day.
I'm sorry.
Because the way I feel like, I understand when you say, I don't have a problem cooking at all. But if it's your daughters being here for the first time and waking up the morning for the first time being here, I feel like you should involve yourself to let your daughters know I'm here and it's okay. I'm going to do some interactive things with y'all this morning because I know y'all leaving later on today. But I just felt like everything was on me. And I can only imagine if I had mine here too as well, I would feel like I would be slaving for everybody and I don't have no help.
Right. No, yeah. See, that's a part where... Yeah, I totally comprehend that. Trust me, I learned the hard way. Trust me, like when my ex should give me shit, she'd be like, when I have all the kids, right, all 8 of them, she'd be like, "Welcome to my world." And I did that shit with you 7 years. I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Thank you. I commend you. Yes, I'm learning the hard way. I'm mom and dad. I like it. Yeah, I don't have a partner. So when I have a kiddos, all the squad, me, myself, and Irene, there is no partner." So I get it.
I love it when we all get together and the kids and we go on trips and stuff like that, I love it. You feel me? But he did tell me, he said, "I'm going to try. I'm going to do better." You know what I'm saying? With that, like, as far as involvement and stuff like that, Right.
But remember, man, actions speak louder than words. A lot of us guys, we don't work on our soul, we'll say that shit. And what do? Nathan, if we do it for what? a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month tops. And what do? Go back to old ways because we're changing for you, not for ourselves. That's what you tell them. We're like, you don't change for me. You change for yourself for our relationship to progress forward in life. If you keep, if there's not getting better, I'm letting you know. In due time, we'll have the uncomfortable conversation, the adult conversation. And when I have to choose myself. And listen, everyone's going to get hurt. Yes, but I'm not going to accept this. I'm getting older, not younger, and I'm trying to be happy in life, quote unquote. And then everything was smoothly, but now the true colors are coming out. So, and then on your side, to everybody, like, learn from your side. Everyone comes to your life as a blessing. When they leave, what's the lesson? Be a positive, negative. There's always be a lesson no matter what. Be a positive or negative, In my last relationship, it failed because of love language. She's traditional, I'm not. And I told her, you don't ever accept me. If you're not satisfied, you're not satisfied. Everything, but you don't do the but lines. Because then you self-sabotage and then you dread to go to the partner, or they'd be like, hey, say scenario, be like, hey, you spend fast, you and your hubby are good. He'd be like, yes, thank you for the comment, but the only thing about him is this. You tell every other but, and then when someone calls you out, hey, but have you told him that? Nah, because I want to hurt his feelings. Like, you should tell him that better today than tomorrow. You know that, right? Because maybe on his side, everything's good, but not on your side. And the thing is, when you're too empathetic, what's up? How you doing? Whatchamacallit? You're lying to yourself. The truth is always gonna hurt no matter what. No matter what. If you accept it, and the long individual, the more you're gonna hurt them. That's why it's better to tell them today than tomorrow. I promise you that. And if it's not gonna work out, the door is right there. Physically, don't think hold you back is the door. What holds you back, spiritual emotion as a being, is you. God says there's a door, go leave, don't come back. And here's the best part. You only chase kids. Kids, once upon a time, you was a kid. You were still learning, right? So you chase kids. You don't chase adults. And the downfall, when you're too, which I'm going to title it, either next section or for sure next month, it's going to say you're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're too naive. You're called what? A people pleaser. I don't want to be mean, hurt their feelings. If I leave them, they're going to fuck up, right? But if I leave them, I don't want them in trouble. But that's not your kid. You chase kids, teenagers, not adults. Let them fuck up. And when I blame you because of you, I went to jail because of you, became an addict. Be cool. I'll take that. I will take the blame, but I didn't do what you did at all. So why is that? And they have nothing to say. They have nothing to say that because every day above ground, well, free one choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? Me seeing you at the store. Oh yeah, thank you. No, it's once again, I preach about environments.
Like, check this out.
Go for it.
I went somewhere this morning. I had an appointment to go somewhere this morning, and I came back and I said I wanted some D. Right? He talked about something. Oh, I have to go to work. I had already masturbated twice while he was gone.
Snap. Well, that part you got to talk to him more because obviously he's got too much of an addiction. That part. How you been? How's your health? How's the kiddos? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tripping out about it because I know there's such thing as an addiction to certain things or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like addiction to sex addicts or whatever.
Right. Well, his is not the TLC.
I just can't believe it.
Well, that's why he's
got a whole woman upstairs.
Right. He does, and Walmart. We'll go in a minute. But that's the part you gotta talk to more about. If not, then once again you can accept it. I don't recommend it because then what? For how much longer will you do it for? And once again, it's better time today and tomorrow. Like my situation, my first baby mom. Remember, I had no guidance, zero, at all, zero. So I cannot be hard on myself. But the longest wise was 9 months. I'm like, I won't fuck. You're my partner. 9 months. I won't ever deal with that shit again. She don't have to lay down with me, but what are we doing here? A zillion females in the universe, and I'm gonna be fucking codependent of you? Nah. Sorry. Guess what? No, I won't ever deal with that. That's what I'm saying in my situation, the potential to be. I'll talk about it day one. Like, let's talk about it. We're adults. Especially you got kids, I got kids. Don't act like a virgin. Only a virgin can pair with a virgin because they have no physical touch. We're adults. You have kids, especially. But I get it. Introverts, I respect your boundaries, but I forewarn them. Okay, we can do this. Everything we talked about, because I do goldfish talk, right? Match cards up. You ask me whatever you like, keep it 1,000, vice versa. Please don't hold back and don't lie about it. Because if you lie about something so small today, that'll likely become a big lie. Then what, right? What's up, Chalupa? How you doing? How's it going? And the TLC part, remember this. I'd rather talk about it than the physical part. But I'm letting you know, if when the day happens and we do it, let's say I suck, you suck, we both suck. We try for a week and we're still sucking, then guess what? I'm choosing myself. And it's gonna hurt you, not I. And I'm forewarning you, you know, we can prevent this by having this conversation. As adults, verbal conversation, not physical conversation. But if you want to do this, then so be it. Your tears, not my tears. I become your ex. I become a support team. We can talk about it. So the next potential to be, you can learn from the situation. If not the traditional ways, then how many more tears you be shedding? How much more energy would change the individual? Make that make sense, you know? Don't do that to yourself. But that's what I do as an individual. I don't do traditional ways respectfully. I don't do dates. One date and that's it. Especially, and the cool thing is, the whole thing with when it comes to dates, like money, power, all that corny shit, how much for the date. Before you get to the physical date, right? Do a virtual date. Gather a cell phone, video chat. Can you talk to each other behind a screen? Pre-date. You know, and if you can, cool. Then maybe potentially what face to face. It might be a little, because now it's physical. You might still have a little, you know, shy in this type of situation, but at least you already had a conversation, so you can still continue on the conversation. You know what to talk about. That's a positive. If you can't talk to each other face to face, you believe that relations become healthy. And remember this, TLC says intercourse, no matter what, being a toxic or healthy relationship is part of the equation, no matter what. But toxic love, that's inconsistent. Love is consistent. A massive difference. If you're matching energy, you're matching it. If they're not matching it, what are you gonna do about it? Every day, bro, ground, you have free one choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? For how much more long will you accept this? You don't want to accept people by your side. It's not healthy for you at all. And your quote unquote your mental health, you bitch about to everybody but your partner. Like, no. Your partner's there for a reason, quote unquote, right? Now in the same household, you're not supposed to be dead to going through your partner. You're not supposed to be going through a lot of negative bullshit with your partner. If it is happening, when you talk to them about it? And then once again, we're taught that being selfish. It's wrong. It's a sin. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then who got you? Anyone could leave, cheat, ghost, break up with you. Fear, positive manner. That is their choice, free will. If they did do that to you, guys, what are you gonna do about it? Shed tears, chase them, look for them, then do what I did, what a lot of us did. You're broken, codependent, scared to abandon issues. You don't need your partner. You want your partner if they want you. Match energy, not take energy. I promise you that. But once again, nobody else will comprehend me. I found out 39 years after the fact. 18, I'm 43 now. I just tell a story. The last 4 years of my life, blessed. I don't deal with toxicity at all. I won't ever deal with toxicity at all. Only in bed. TLC underscores, not as my partner, not on the streets, not around my kids. No. Or even her. No, let's say she has kids, not even around her kids. No. I'm like, no, look at this. Yeah. This is not healthy for nobody, especially as a couple. And the kiddos, every kid wants to see their parents together. That's pretty much common sense. Or even step-parents together. But if the parents are healthy for each other, then all you can do is what? Traumatize the kids more than they already are. And then the more likely what happens, your kids will become you, the general cycle. And respect for that. And when your kids call you out,
I told her about that. That's why I told them, what you raising? Thugs? Like when I first came.
That's funny.
And here go my other daughter. She 14. Oh, I don't want none of that stuff now. She doing stuff like
yeah.
You know, and I don't, and then, you know, with your kids and stuff, and you get involved with someone who have kids, and then you want your child to be comfortable, you know what I'm saying, as well, you know, and because, you know, children, you know, especially preteens,
yeah,
just getting there, they don't want to be excluded. It's like that's when they need their mother and their father the most, and you know what I'm saying, because they're experiencing certain things when they become a certain age, and so. You know, I'll be like, okay, we just came from the lake and stuff. Okay, Didi, you make sure you get in the shower. I want you to get in the shower first. You know, I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to decorate your room. His kids fixed it up a little. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they'll be feeling like, you know, so that is what I'm going through right now. Oh. No, and you're right. All I can do is try to talk to him, you know what I'm saying? We
that's
just
your partner.
Down and have a talk, like seriously.
Talk as adults.
Him getting defensive.
Well, okay, even if he does, but just like be like, try to remember that he does not have to respond to you. They're gonna talk to you. That's his choice, free will, right? But like, check out. You get involved, but let me finish this. Let me please elaborate. You know, I'm just trying to break it down as best as possible because kids are involved. And every kid is with their parents together. Why? I want this to be healthy, not toxic. If it's too much for you, then respect me. I'm too much for you. I'm too much. Don't use it. I'm too much of a woman. Don't say that. Just be like, respect me. Too much for you. Our energies are different. No, I know it is factual. It is factual. But on his side, then he made his feelings. You know him more than I do. Let's say he gets triggered. You know, anger builds up too fast. He's a walking fireball. You don't want him to spark up too quick. You know, so just be like, our energies are different. Keep it humble. Like. Because you know them better than I do. That's why it's called energy. If their person is too narcissistic wise, they can easily get triggered. They cannot handle words, conversations, feelings, nor this conversation at all. The truth. They hate hearing the truth. Truth's always gonna hurt no matter what. Lies is easy. Fuck, it's easy to lie. It's hard to do accountability, right? So, but because we're not taught right, to have these conversations, that's why we respect them. Not all women, but a lot of them are empathetic. They do what? Communication, comprehension. They have the raw conversations. Right? Us boys, aka men, we're really boys, we're more narcissistic. Communication, no comprehension. You're talking to a wall. You have the same conversation, then you know what you're talking about. You're talking to a wall. Communication, no comprehension. For how much more longer you talk to the wall for? Same subject, same output. Then what? Respect. Remember this.
He told me I call his baby mamas. He said I call his baby mamas and talk to them. Or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to your baby moms. Well, it's too early in the game anyway.
Well, right. Well, if y'all talk, as long as it's healthy. But once again, the intent, respect for the ones already passing boundaries. Obviously, she hasn't let him go, right? Causing problems type of situation because she's bitter that he's not by the side and he's moving on. Then he was excuses, oh yeah, you spend more time with your new girlfriend with the woo, like. That's not called co-parenting. That's the bitter mom, baby daddy issue type of situation. Not healthy for nobody. That's why, once again, the intent, like when you find out the potential to be as multiple, single baby mom, baby daddy type of situation, like break it down. Are you do co-parenting with all of them? You have not, then which is the one you have bumping head with? How toxic is it? Like, if you and I get together, become official, will she be knocking on my door? Will she be around my kids, my family type of situation? That's what you be like. You can lie to you. Oh no, she's not like that. Because about social media, man. Investigate, talk to the exes, their friends and shit. Like, oh, how is she? How's their relationship? Oh yeah, him. Be careful with them. Like, you're gonna catch cases type of situation. Like, oh shit, yeah, don't get involved with them. That's why I promise you all the red flags answered in front of your face. You gotta ask the right questions and investigate in a positive manner. It's your life, not their life. And if the red flags are happening, the door's right there. That's only holding you back to the door physically, spiritual, mentally.
I feel like, whatever relationship I get in, regardless if it's toxic or not, of course, be in a relationship that is not toxic for you or for the children. I do get that.
Yeah.
But I just kept telling myself, whatever relationship I get in, I'm going to make sure I have the opportunity to better myself when it comes to my personal. Focus on bettering yourself and keep your mind off of the other things.
Right. Very well said. Very factual. Beautifully said.
So when you're over with, yeah.
Right. No, yeah, that's why my side, I'm the same way. Like I say, they want like, Queen, I don't need you. I'm just warning you. You don't believe me? Go to my situation is very factual because I do my live podcast. I say all the time, Queen, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. If the red flags happen, I will realize we'll talk about it. And you don't have to respond to me at all. Maybe you must once upon a time I was you. My tattoos exes, maybe so traumatized. Maybe the trauma bonds you broke up multiple times. But I'm like, this relationship, the present, the now, I don't do breakups like that, like trauma bonds and bullshit. No. And maybe I tell you, shit up. You don't change for me. You change for yourself first and foremost, and then for our relationship to get forward. If not, I'll be nice. 30 days from now, I'm going through that door. I'm not turning back. I'm leaving. And you don't have to comprehend anything I'm saying. Right. So that's why.
You remember when I used to, I'm sorry, you remember when I used to talk to that man that didn't believe in God?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
over. Right. So that's a situation where like.
My spirituality, honey.
Right. So that's the thing that you gotta. But you have religion, you have spiritual, you have atheists, whatever term you want to use. But the intent is like, cool. Everybody has their own beliefs, etc. But when it comes to us couples, the intent is to be healthy on both sides. Like, let's say my last ex, right? She's spiritual. She'd be like, astrology, numerology, crystals. She'd be like, babe, 11/11, babe, I love you. I was saved because of you. I know of astrology, crystals. I don't comprehend. It's not my realm, right? But I'll say because my partner said it was, and she'd be like, then I won't say it no more. I go, no, I go, don't change your ways because I don't get discouraged at all. Like that is your belief. You can teach me about it. We can talk about it, but respectfully, I don't have to comprehend anything you're saying. That's up to me, individual. But our relationship is beautiful, and that's to everybody. You might get in situations like that where like I'm religious spiritual.
I don't feel anything wrong with it.
No.
Because since you missed crystals, we had a conversation the day before yesterday about it because I said I needed to buy some more crystals because I only have the moon rock right now. You know what I'm saying? And so, he felt indifferent about it, and I was like, okay. But then he felt like I was fussing at him about it, like I needed to believe that. I was like, no, I'm not fussing at you about it. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, have those or whatnot. But I just want to explain to you that these things come from the earth. It's not man-made. So if God says in the Bible that everything of the earth, and even use crystals, with Aaron's breastplate to give to the 12 tribes, and even use crystals for certain things, like, I just don't understand how is man-made medicine okay, but not certain things from the earth that hasn't been tampered with. I don't get that.
No, and that's the, once again, Queen, this conversation, like, how we're talking about it, like, scenario, let's say this does not work out with them, right? The next potential to be, ask about that, and to see where they sit at with the religious world, spiritual world, or let's say they're atheists, I don't believe in none of that. We're just, as long as they're healthy about it, and they're not Bible thumping, it's my ways or no ways, you don't be with me, you have to become an atheist. Like, no, you don't change for people. You change for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm saying that corny ass line, the right man with those. You don't change for the right man, woman. You change for yourself first and foremost to be healthy for you, first and foremost, and then the potential to be they're healthy and they're healing on their part. You match energy. You don't take energy from each other. That's the intent if you want love. Because I promise you 1,000. Love is the freest shit in the universe. Toxic love hurts. Pain hurts, That's what hurts. Not love. Love is free, I promise you that. So, you don't have to comprehend that. Once again,
if he could, he'll dress me in Muslim clothing. I was like, stop it.
Okay, but let's say he did, right? Let's say he did do that. Let's say you did that for him, right? Will it make the relationship better?
No, I get married. That's when I listen to my husband talking about something. You want me to wear a Muslim outfit? That's fine.
Yeah, but see, that's okay. When it comes to religion, right? Like, just because I go to church, read the Bible, go on mission. Let's say a scenario had tattoos of the Virgin Mary, Rosary, Jesus on me. It does not make me a good person. Actions speak louder than the words, every which way.
Right.
When it goes to religion talk, right? Lucifer gonna have to be in God's house because what happens? He will catch on fire, right? But guess who can? All of Lucifer's disciples, my tattoos says all all alphas, machistas, narcissists, energy powered boys and girls are Lucifer's disciples. They are the fuck ups of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. You want to date karma? They are karma. Simple as that. You want to deal with toxicity? Go destroy yourself. Don't worry, I did that once upon a time, and I won't ever do it again. Why would I deal with karma for? I did it to myself. Why? Because I self-sabotage not knowing, because nobody guided me, taught me, hey, yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, she has nice body, but guess what? Her energy is shit. Her energy is garbage.
You gotta learn your lesson. You can't keep going through the same thing over and over. That means you ain't learned your lesson.
Yeah. Like I say, you love toxic. Right. You love toxic? Oh, you love toxic. Right, and that's why, once again, I worked on myself, so I won't deal with toxicity. Friends and associates, sure. Support team, sure. Like, you can be toxic because you're going through it, because you have the right to initially be hateful, bitter. Yes, they did you wrong, they destroyed you, lost your yeah, trust me, been there, done that. It hurts. You have the right to feel like that initially. Everybody has narcissist traits, the bad side of it. It's just hate, narcissist pride, ego, lust, greed, power. Yeah, every evil, jelly. That's in all of us. Jealous wise, that's all of us. So that's initially because you invested your love, time, and emotion. You can't get it back. God Almighty can't give it to you. Whatever your religious, spiritual was, it's been written. It's factual. But the intent: fall back, be alone. I highly recommend support team because you progress a lot faster. You heal. Forgive is communication. You can't forget it's written. The second hardest part is what? Let go. Do closure yourself. Comprehend why it failed. Then when you observe and comprehend all the red flags, I'm for the support team. That's what it says. X's. I work on my last relationship. And before her, the other relationship. Okay, what was the red flags? What was my red flags? Accountability. What was her red flags? Every time there was altercations that I caused it, she caused it. If it was not us as a couple, what was the outside source? My social media, her social media, my family, her family. If once I comprehend what the outside source was, why did I accept it? Why did I allow it? Comprehend the next potential, I don't bring past the present. And then the cherry on top, the correct question, you know, what were you doing in life before you met her? What? That would tell you in life why it failed. Were you healing? Were you broken? What were you doing? In my situation, so that's a Tom X. I'm the mother of boys. Now I know I destroyed you. I was in this relationship. I was more toxic than that one, right? But as a forewarning, in my situation, my personal story, and as a forewarning, if you're not, like, we lose people in life, right? But you have not lost your parents, your siblings, your kiddos, that type of death, that funeral is going to be way more hurtful than respect everybody else that you shed tears for, respectfully, because that's the people you grew up with. You have zillion stories since you were a little kid, whatever, there was a little kid, right? To destroy you, hurt you bad. And the intent, you don't get with your partner. Don't do what I did, but if no one guides you, choose better. You can't choose better because you don't know better. You have no support team, no guidance, no forewarnings, right? So, my situation, lost my brother, passed away till I'm 13, so I broke up with my girlfriend, had no feelings. So now I have a broken heart. It says toxic love. I'm numb. I don't know how to feel my feelings. So the mother of boys right here.
It'd be the way around though, Coach.
Say it again.
Usually be like if someone passes, you put all that into the relation, the love and all that, because you would think they will be there to support
well,
you.
So very well said. So remember this: us men, we're not taught to express our feelings, have this conversation with our partners. So what do? Man the fuck up. We keep it to ourselves. We just the hard workers, the fucking providers, all that corny bullshit, the stigma that we was brainwashed with. Women, for the most part, what do y'all do? Communication and Comprehension. You want to know? Yes, you want to ask not about our feelings. You see our energy shit. Why are you sad? Why are you mad? I'm not mad. Really? Because you look mad. Are you stupid? Now, I'm your partner. I hurt you with my words and call you stupid. I'm the person you love. That's going to hurt you more, right? And all you're trying to do is what? Have a conversation with me. But if I'm not taught this conversation, I don't know better, right? So my ex then, before I broke up with her, she's like, why are you pushing me away? I'm supposed to be here for you, pick up when you're down when you go through hard times. Why are you pushing me away? I was like, you know what? I don't know how to feel right now. I don't with nobody. I just want to go home to my parents and chill because I physically saw him last night. 92 hours later, now he's dead. I physically saw him. There, pretty eyes, fucking wide open and chill. Great as can be, gone. So I'm trying to gather this shit, but I can't do this right now. So, and she's balling, you know. Once again, to tell my little story. Hey guys, pretend just to be partners. If your partner breaks up with you, don't give up on them. They're just going through it. We don't know how to express the feeling. We're fucking numb. We're so gone. So what happened to me? This relationship, I broke up with her. Deal with the funeral, broken every which way. I'm numb. Don't know how to feel my feelings, right? And then my ex, the mother of boys, what she do? She picked me up when I was down. That's why I failed. She didn't say the potential to be doesn't say I'm healing. They give me, she told me, she's like, I'm trying to work my anger issues. I don't want to party and kick it. She's healing. She's trying to change her life. I'm broken. I ain't doing shit. And they're my support team. There it is. That's why I failed. Hurt people. You're hurt. You're hurt. That was not your intent. But you didn't know any better. You didn't have this conversation. That's why I support you. I'm talking to you. We're guiding you. Now you figure it out. So there it is. You're doing accountability. Now I worked on myself. Now I tell a story. So, you know, to pay it forward.
But it was toxic anyway. So you're saying it was toxic. So
it was toxic because of us, yes, but mainly on my part because everybody has narcissistic traits. Be a verbal abuser or a physical abuser. There's both narcissistic every which way. It's not healthy for nobody at all. And you're not supposed to be in world competition with your partner at all. You're not supposed to be dreading to go to your partner. The intent as partners, if you want love, is what? Communication, comprehension, adult conversation. I'm sad. I would talk to me. You know, you ask me, yeah, you know what? I'm sad because whatever, something happened at work, something happened in the streets, whatever. Not like I'm good. I wear the mask, smile, but behind I'm dying, crying. No, that's how you self-sabotage. A lot of us men keep moving around the city. We actually self-sabotage a lot of relationships, not knowing because we're not taught to have these conversations. That's why my situation 4 years ago, I made it about the universe. Started my healing journey and finally unknown. It's gonna fuck you up and then shit. Yes, I have 8 kids, but respect kids don't count because they can't give you advice in life. Support teams, they hold you and guide you. God's whatever, especially God's spiritual world, they're there, but physically, no one's there to talk to you verbally. Maybe in your head, yeah, that's positive, but verbal is beautiful. And my situation, my tattoos are here. So it's 10 light workers. For 88 days on this cell phone technology, I can call, text, audio chat with 10 people. I ask 10 people the exact same question. I might get 6, 7 same answers, 4 different answers. What am I doing? That I'm comparing notes, knowledge, and wisdom, their analogy, metaphors. See what graphs in my head, what I comprehend on my side. That's the cool thing about supporting. People that are healing, that's the people you should vibe with because they will give you every option of this and everything they can give you. All it takes is a word or a sentence from their wise, and you might grasp it. That's why all these petty words on me wise. Like, this is I'm actually like, you got more tattoos on your face? I'm like, no, my face is done. I finished it maybe like 2-3 months ago. She's like, really? You didn't have that? I go, oh, this is probably like in January, February. Maybe new to you. I go, you see me every weekend with the kids. You just barely saw that? She's like, I don't stare at you like that. I was like, well, you can't miss him. Right, he can't miss him. So basically, I saw my boss, my old boss, right? I went from the job interview at 7-Eleven, right? So like when I went there, I'm there for the job interview, and we talked about, hey, what's up, Ozzy, how you doing? We talked about what you gonna call it, went for the job interview, quote unquote, and then she's like, first thing she sees, all my tattoos, right? She's like, oh shit, you have a lot of tattoos. Like, yeah, what's it about? It's about life. That's all it is. It's all about life, And then we're talking about life, setup-wise, and everything. She's a single mother, co-parenting, trying to co-parenting. She's going through a lot, right? And then she had the first tattoo on her side, but mine says, hey, hers says unworthy. I was like, that's a beautiful tattoo. She's like, what? She said, a lot of tattoos. I was like, which one? I go, the first tattoo in your sideburn says unworthy. She said, yeah. She said, why you call it beautiful? I go, because that's the old version of myself. Initially, you feel unworthy. There is no co-parenting, right? Kind of figure life out. You feel unworthy. So a lot of my party and kick you while the fuck out, big pharma shit, then become numb. So you don't feel your feelings. That is your choice to feel, but now you have kids. And respectfully, you want to allow them to bitch about their parents. And they're still not talking to us at their age, right? So become your parents. They're going to do that. That's the cycle, right? So when you fall back to the healing journey, the opposite side is the yin and yang, right? So yang, unworthy, yin is worthy. What? When you start the healing journey, fall back by yourself, no partner by your side, have a support team. Now you observe what you've been through. Now you try to comprehend what your parents are going through, why they fell apart. Don't become them. Now you start feeling about yourself. That's why the healing journey. And initially, it's painful because why? You got details of codependency. You don't need your ex or a partner. You want them if they want you, but you don't know that yet. So support team will hold you and guide you. I go, well, here's the kicker. I came for a job interview. You and I have been spoken for an hour and 45 minutes about nothing about the job, all about life, because you're asking about all my tattoos. And I'm elaborating, telling you a story. And she's like, she was like, did someone send you here? What? Did someone send you here? I was like, no, I went and didn't apply it. I go, you probably feel like that because we're talking about life, because my tattoos, nothing about the job. Why? Because you asked the question. I go, all it takes is a comment or ask the questions about a conversation, and now we're talking about life, right? Because this is all about life, nothing about the blooper world. Respectfully, man-made power thing of money, power, and fame.
She thought you was setting her up. That's what.
Buddy, what kind of drugs are you on? And buddy, you're looking for love and a fucking day nap. So what drugs are you on? I'm high on life. I don't do drugs. Pay attention, yo. All you keyboard warriors, man. If you're a man, quote unquote, thinking about life, deadass. Remember this: you're not day nap looking for love. That's why I go live on Penny of Fish and then Meet Me. A day nap, but all these boys talk this shit. Even some girls talk this shit. I'm like, why are you talking shit on a day nap? Looking for love. Why don't you sit in the positive? But you want a relationship. No, you want to talk to relationships. That's why I don't give a shit about day naps. They're fucking garbage.
That's how we met on POM.
Oh, really? Me personally, what I don't like if you want to test it, okay, here's a for one in a positive manner. If you want to see if you're talking to boys or girls or men and women, let's say you go back and forth in these day naps, right? Everything goes smoothly. So the curveball. What I do test is if they're a girl or woman, the conversation going back and forth, talking and vibing, and I ask them, how long you been in the healing journey for? When did you start it? Did you have a support team? Fucking crickets. I give them a day. I give them 2 days. 2 days left. Look at that. I'm dealing with the girl. And I respond back. See? As a simple question, you're not doing the healing journey. So then you're a girl. You're not a woman. You're not evolving at all. Boys and girls, they were not. This conversation is too much for them. That's the top thing. If you're a man, woman, quote unquote, and a dating app, especially any of these apps, teach me about life. If I go to depression, what do? How do I do co-parenting? How do I work on my anxiety, depression? And when breakup happened, why does it hurt so much? I don't need them. I want them. Do you know that yet? No. Then what are we doing here? But you want love. You don't even know what love is. You'll enjoy your toxic love relationship to be. I pray for you and go in my life. And don't worry, it was a good one. How you doing? You got to be selfish in a positive manner. You got to be selfish, Queen. This is your life. It's not his life. It's your life. That's what I tell the potential to be like, I don't need you in my life. And if the red flags, I will let you know day 10. If you don't like it, The door's right there. If I'm too much for you, I'm not your slave master. You're not my slave. Go, leave. I will not share tears for you at all, respectfully. Why should I? Respectfully. You shed tears, that's your choice. But let's talk. I could be your support team. I become my tattoo. I'm your ex now, right? But let's figure out together why I failed. And maybe the next potential to be, you can work on yourself to be better for yourself. If not, then enjoy another toxic relationship. So chase love. Love is free. I promise you that. It don't cost you nothing. Toxic love costs you everything in life. Everything. You will lose everything in life for toxic love. I promise you will. And the worst person you lose, who? You. Yourself.
Yeah,
Man-made bullshit. Yeah. That's why when you toxic relationships, what happens to you? You age, right? You lose weight, gain weight, you become sick. All these fucking sicknesses because you're stressing about shit by your side. I pray for you. I would never do that. Like, no.
Remember I said that statement about it's confusing, I get frustrated. So that's like messing with me mentally.
Right.
Like first you say this and then you say that.
And you said right, but you said he studied psychology, right? That's what he's studying, whatever, or he studied. So here's the kicker.
He has
right, so even if he has a bullshit man-made degree, right? It's a man-made degree, not God-made. So they can study that DSM-5 book. Use all these terms, mindfuck you, right? And have you question your self-worth. Is that a good thing to do or a bad thing? They're fucking with you. Why would they fuck with you as a partner? You know? So that's what I'm saying. True therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, if they're empathetic wise, they have this conversation. I get hear all the time, why don't you go study it? I go, why? To study a mammy book, respect with a piece of paper? If you're certified, I'm not certified. Let's all mind debate in a positive manner. Teaching about life. And you should, if you're certified, you should not be scared of this conversation. I have all the tattoos answering in my body for a reason.
You're right.
You know, and that's what they won't take it because, you know, because they're probably an ego. Well, I don't talk. Yes, I'm a nobody to you. I'm just a civilian with a personal experience and a story, right? So cool, probably an ego. Everybody has narcissist traits, so debate other therapists, counselors. Why? Here's the best part. I call him out. Do you know JPS, Jordan Peterson? He's a beast of a psychologist, right? Can you debate against him? If you can't debate against him, respectfully, you have a chance with me, and I will mess up your day. I promise you that, and I will trigger you. How can I trigger you if I'm not certified and you are? Make that make sense, respectfully. Hope all is well, good. Miss seeing your lives. Oh, thank you, Queen. Hermana, everything's good on your side.
I had to talk to you about this.
Yeah, whenever. Once again, I challenge my face tattoo right here. It says, I challenge all, capital L, the universe, 2D10 the matrix. 1% woke, we're the judges, refuge of all the realms. I'm here to guide for warning. I don't care if you're 2D to 20D. I believe astrology, numerology, aspect judge, put to God, but I'm going to ask you, your personal life, direct question to you, King, Queen. You talked to me about this. I might comprehend certain things, but how are you in touch relationship? How and why? The worst one, you're stuck in big pharma. You're an addict, stuck in addiction. I call you a zombie. How and why? But you just talked to me about the whole universe. But in your personal life, this vessel is fucking weak. You are struggling physically, mentally, spiritually, mentally as a being. Like, how and why? Respectfully, you know, and that's why all these mammy categories. Right. Right. Right now, Brownie. Right. And that's the shit. That's why, once again, I go live for the universe in a positive manner. Especially myself, like 90% of my followers are girls, women, single mothers, not platforms face to face. Because they don't ask me about my tattoos. What are you talking about? It was very factual. This old school terminology metaphor, which I'm going to tell my body because my number is 3. If I ask people 3 times this question and they say no, so I asked in Seattle more extroverts, no matter what age they were, I asked them, have you heard this analogy metaphor before? What is it? A closed mouth does not get fed. Like, never heard that in my life. Your parents? Nobody's cool? No, what does that mean? So I go, well, it's very factual. In life, I go, scenario, I use myself as an example. You look at me, right? You don't have to talk to me. That is your choice. If you look at me, you think is not knowing my tattoos. That I'm a hoodlum, gang with my mafioso and prison tattoos. Remember this, think is not knowing. So a closed mouth does not get fed, right? But maybe if you make a comment, ask a question about my tattoos, what do? You spark conversation. So a closed mouth does not get fed. If you look at somebody or you think about something, open your mouth. Make a comment, ask questions, potentially to spark conversation. To potentially might, you don't have to comprehend, but let's say if I know the answer, oh yeah, let me elaborate. I'll give you every option in this scenario. You don't have to comprehend, but on your side, you're sitting here with the communication, conversation. Now you have option in this scenario, something to work with. That's a positive, Now you're progressing in life. 2 seconds, I had my dogs outside.
Man, can't talk to a wall, shawty.
Sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It's like can't talk to a wall, so
That's unhealthy. I don't miss those.
Take out pretty well.
Yeah, I don't miss those relationships, toxic relationships at all. Like, so unhealthy, so unjust. Like, especially when you start the healing journey, like, damn, I accepted that shit for so many fucking years. How and why? But once again, like, if anyone tells you to choose better, how can you choose better if you don't know better at all? Don't be hard on yourself. That's in my situation. Respect for you. Nothing against my family, but none of my family from mother, father side, right? Siblings, cousins, uncles from my, from Washington State all the way down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland. 0. It's a big fucking number to use. None. They can teach me this. Go to church, pray in God's hands. God can fix you. Jesus can do it for you. Jesus? God can do it for me? Really? If that was factual, then guess what? I would pray tonight that tomorrow scenario, I'm in toxic relationships. I'm not a fucking zombie circling big pharma. And I say amen. Tomorrow morning when I wake above ground and I'm still in toxic relationship and I'm still a zombie addict, who do I blame? God, Lucifer, the answer to the person married. Myself. Every day above ground, we have free will and choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? Oh my gosh, life's so hard. So support teams, I guarantee you help you a lot. Especially,
I tried to go on Facebook and stuff. You know how they have like little groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to do something like groups of people who are supportive in certain areas or whatnot. I really did try, but I just for some reason I couldn't grasp it.
If you're gonna do that, I recommend TikTok. TikTok is the best platform you have because you can type in. You don't believe me? Very, very simple. Go on TikTok, type in my words, type in anxiety. In the search bar, depression, PTSD, toxic relationships, co-parenting, breakups, trauma bonds. You can see so many people that make their own TikToks. And remember, maybe the creator might respond to your comment, or maybe someone in the comments. Maybe I see your comment and I respond. Either I message back to you or I do a video response. The beautiful thing about TikTok, I can take anyone's comment. I don't have to follow you at all. And from there, I make a video response to you. Because about technology, I love TikTok on that platform, because I can take anyone. Matter of fact, if you go to my TikTok, respect for, my shirt says Jesus, right? It's positive, nothing wrong with Jesus. And she put on the Queen, Ebony Queen. She's like, Jesus can save. I'm like, so what I do, it's a lot to type. So I just responded with the video response, like 7-minute video response. And I told her, like, Queen, like, this is beautiful. God's good. Jesus is good. But here's the kicker. When people tell you God's good, call them out. Okay, God's good, but are you good? What? What does that mean? Are you living the life of God, quote unquote? Jesus, quote unquote. Right. I can say God's good, but I'm a fuckboy. Go to church, and the priest knows I'm a fuckboy. But God's good. Actions beyond the words. I'm not living the lifestyle, right? So, and that's what I told her. There's many scenarios, but remember this. I have my tattoos for a reason. Like, I call God in a positive manner, and the whole religious spiritual in a positive manner. Like, you got to put in the work. Every day, but especially adults, we have free one choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? Toxic relationships, pray to God all you want. Respectfully. Spiritual world, Allah, Buddha, crystals, manifest all you want. But every day, bug down, you're the one in toxic relationship. How and why? But God can do it for you. Okay, I pray for you. And that's gonna go my life. He's part of it. God's part of it. Allah, Buddha, spiritual world, support teams. I'm part of it. Give me your hand. Give us your hands. But once again, respect your boundaries. You can slap my hand a zillion times. I won't give up on you. I'll be, you deserve better. You know that, right? Here for you if you want to talk about it, but remember, I can't finish save you. Nobody in the universe. I have 8 kids. I can't finish save none of my 8 kids at all. 0. All we can do for each other is heal, guide, support, uplift, for one, show love to each other. I can guarantee you that the only person that you can fix, change, save is who? The person that married you, not nobody else. It's your journey, your healing journey, whenever you want to start it. But if you want to believe that, once again, go do that. Pray to God, Allah, Buddha, spiritual world, analogy world, whatever you want to do. Atheist, cool, science, do all that. But you're the one every day, background, all my tattoos in my neck and my body. I'm the one depressed, anxiety, depression, PTSD, bitching about my ex-exes. Why are you putting all your energy ex-exes? There was part of your life.
To remind you not to go there anymore.
Well, the intensity, yeah, to let go. I guarantee you 1,000, like, when it comes to your ex-exes, right? They're all the truth in your life. How so? Because you do no contact. stay away from them, avoid social media. Cool, you're away from them. The true test, if a lot of people lie to ourselves. I did a healing journey. I'm woke. I don't worry about them. Cool. You want to test it? What? You've been avoiding them. Let's call them up. Let's meet up together face to face. It's the best. And once again, that's how you test these people. Your friends, yourself, whoever it is. What do you mean? Look at the energy. They're all happy and bullshit. And let's say if I get hold your ex, right? And then from there wise, their energy shifts. They're all happy. I'm over my sitter wise, but I'm gonna hold your ex wise and I'll have you meet face to face. But now they just say you're just bluffing, bullshitting with them. Now they become serious scared and you just call them out. Like, why'd your energy shift? You just told me you're over them. So you're scared of them. How and why? You want to see? I'm sorry I destroyed you. Really physically whooped your ass shit. You didn't put your hell on back. So you're still scared of them. So that's why my tattoo XXs and you're matching your head, they still live their rent free. You've been haven't seen them for 4 or 5 years. And you're still scared of them. So they're still your slave master. You're still the slave. How and why? Respectfully. That's why the second hardest part is to do what? Let go. Do comprehension for yourself and do closure for yourself. When you do that, I promise you 1,000. You can look at your ex like nothing. Like, yo, my tattoo right here, my first baby mom's. Second baby mom's the mother of boys. We do co-parenting. Oxymoron, I told her, I love you for leaving me. And all my tattoos, the best tattoo. I love all my tattoos, but I told her, yeah, I do love you for leaving me. So that sounds crazy. I go, you don't comprehend it's an oxymoron. But this, I fall back. I got tired of the 5 W's, which I'm going to tell my body. What are they? Who, what, where, why, whom? All these fucking questions in the universe, and there's got to be answers that are close enough. Someone in the universe has to have answers. Someone. Coding about technology, support teams reached out to me. We're talking environment, asked them all the questions I wanted to ask. I got a lot of answers. But on my side, I said, yo, I'll give you the answer if you don't comprehend me. That is your choice, you will. And that's why I tell a story. I pay for the universe. I go live for you guys, not for myself. Initially going through a breakup, starting the healing journey, live sessions, your podcast, it is therapeutic for you because maybe someone jumps in your vibe, your live session wise and DMs, and you're talking and vibing. Your progression. That's the intent. I tell people, anyone in the healing journey, like I want to know, like, when did you start it? Did you have a support team? Where do you sit with yourself? Are you woke? Yeah, you worked on yourself. You don't need nobody, or you're still going through it. That's the question you should be having with potentials to be, and especially support teams. That's how you evolve. I promise you that. To fix yourself by yourself is like highly impossible. Because you're matching your head, your notes, knowledge, wisdom, analogy, metaphor, riddles are what? At a fucking wall standstill. That's why you're still in the toxic relationships. You're still, you scenario, respectfully. Like I met a lot of queens out there, single fucking 10 years, 12, 13 years single celibate because they're scared of relationships. Like, why? That's how I ask them, why are you scared of love? Don't be scared of love. That's fucking free, beautiful. Be scared of toxic love. That's the shit you're scared of. Huh? Say it again? What was that?
I said, yeah, but I don't want calm.
Oh, right. No, yeah, well, right. So that's the part, right? So remember this, like when you start the healing journey, what I say, right? No one has to comprehend anything I'm saying at all, right? When I'm speaking general wise, but give yourself an ETA time. Like my situation, my last breakup, right? 2 years and a month ago, right? Like even my ex asked me, she's like, why'd you choose 5 years? Like I was like, well, I'm on social media. I met you on social media. There's gotta be a queen out there, a demigoddess or goddess that's healing. I prefer healed. I can have the conversation with every which way. Every which way, So you and I met, everything was beautiful, but it felt because of love language. We talked about it as adult. The best breakup for me personally wise. I cannot speak on your behalf, but it's healthy for me. I'm respectful. I didn't shed tears or nothing for you at all. Like I trip, I don't fall. I go on my day like nothing happened, but everyone comes to your life as a blessing. When leave, what's the lesson? Be it positive or negative. Ours was positive. Yes, the breakup happened, but in a positive manner. I told you, do not accept me in your life. If you're not satisfied, don't do it to yourself. Do not self-sabotage, So, now she does her hubby. She does a part of the match's energy, which is cool. I'm happy for them, right? And that's the intent. You should be happy for your ex. Don't be bitter. No, if they're doing good, fuck yeah. Every which way, So that's why
I told my ex I was proud of him.
Yeah.
That's what I told my ex-husband. I was like, I'm proud of you. Like, you got a house and everything, so that your kids can be there. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of him.
That's what it should be.
It's like I need to get on my stuff.
Right. So that's why you work on yourself. That's why my situation, I gave myself 5 years. So I gave myself 4 years in America totally white. The last year, I'm going third world countries. I love the Asian culture, right? So let's say scenario. I say this all the time in my live sessions. Let's say, God forbid, it hits 5 years. I'm not doing more than 5 years. Hell no. I'm on social media, all these platforms, 10, 7, 10 platforms. So you're trying to tell me there's no women out there that healed? Then so be it. So remember this. I challenge the universe. I'm gonna face that too. So took out the whole universe, especially the dating universe, right? AKA dating world. These platforms. If it hits 5 years, right? 3 years from now. Then from there, I choose to do benefits. I did it for you in Seattle 2011. Smartphone, no MySpace, no Facebook. So that means every female in Seattle I had to talk to, face to face, right? So if I did it before, I know I could do it again. The intent is I don't want to do that again. I don't want many, I just want one, right? But let's say scenario, it does hit 5 years. So guess what happens? In my bio, all 10 platforms say the same shit. I waited 5 years patiently for potential. So in this lifetime, there is no potential. So now I do benefits. I'm the whole universe's boyfriend. Simple as that. Queen give me an hour of time. I blow your mind. I will teach you everything about life. But remember, I don't need to be saved. I'm choosing myself. So be it. And once again, no bragging rights. Once again, I verbalize. I'm not a virgin. I speak it to the full. Let's keep it raw and real. Many females in my DMs, my one-on-ones, they'd be like, if you ever do get to that point, and I'm still single at the time being, I'll do that with you. I did it before because the energy's good. I go. That's what. But why would you put it public? So that call the whole universe out. Dating be so much easier if everyone bio said what they were about. Poly, open, benefits, fuck buddy situations, no title on it. Now the new one, we're friends, but we're lovey-dovey in front of everybody. Basically, it's benefits, but they don't want that term. But yeah. So there it is. I call it the whole universe. Put your pride and ego away, and tell the whole universe what you are about. And remember this: all these boys and girls are too narcissistic. They brag about what? Man-made bullshit. Their cosmetics, money, power, and fame, career, cars. But remember this: all that should be dazzles of life. Does not make them a better person at all. They have a Bugatti, but they go to church. Church is good. Bugatti is beautiful. The church has no feelings, neither does Bugatti. But yes, the beautiful church, a beautiful Bugatti. But what about them inside as energy? Are they healed, men and women, or the boys and girls inside they're broken, ugly, lost? Why do you want that shit by your side? But yes, if you want to accept them for the money, power, and fame, then so be it. But when they cheat on you, I don't want to hear you crying. I tell people, especially when they're in like poly open swing relationships, I don't hear none of you in your feelings. They cheated. Really, if you want to be down factually, why?
Well, like you said, if I sit up here and accept certain things, which I don't, because God forbid, if I ever find cheating, police will be around here. I'm like, oh, stuff already outside. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I do care for him.
Right.
And I do love him. And what I realized, me as a person, I always want to help someone when I need to help myself.
Yeah, exactly. But remember this, you got to put yourself first in a positive manner. So that's why, once again, be selfish in a positive manner.
It's not saying that I hate or dislike the person.
Right.
Just like me, I'm not perfect. I may have some flaws or whatever that may be narcissistic or whatnot, or however you may call it or whatever. But at the end of the day, I spent like 2 years not in a relationship. Yeah. Because the guy that I was talking to for a whole year, he stayed in Kentucky. And we didn't see each other.
So were you in a relationship?
Barely even talked on the phone. Huh?
Were y'all in a relationship?
Yeah, the dude that was an atheist.
Right.
Together for like.
So.
Yeah, he had proposed to me and everything. I was like.
So, but you
did. How can you marry someone and.
Right. So no. So yeah, you never tried to do it physically, only by his cell phone. So the LDR is longest relationship. Once again. So as a forewarn in a positive manner, fear in a positive manner, wise is like behind the screen you might meet some awesome individuals, but yeah, use the big word realistic, right? Realistic wise, break it down to the fullest. Will this work? Like you're gonna, let's say scenario like my situation. Let's say I meet a potential scenario, right? It's not factual. I don't have a partner, but let's say it did. I meet her behind the screen, and let's say she lives. I use the example all the time. Scenario. Let's say she lives in the North Pole, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I don't have Mr. and Mrs. Claus money. She don't watch the money. So what are we doing? Like, we do cell phone for sure. Cyber TOC pictures, that's cool, but there's no physical touch. And on top of that, like TOC sex intercourse, no matter what, is part of the equation, be a toxic relationship or a healthy relationship. But the overall picture, like let's say my side co-parenting is cool, her side co-parenting is good. So how are we supposed to make it that everyone's pleased? The kids are my ex and her hubby, her ex and her hubby are good on their side. and we're supposed to become one, quote unquote. So you have to break down the whole picture overall, like see future in a positive manner, that everybody's happy. So that it becomes tricky. So that's why I form people like, you know, behind the screen, you meet some badass individuals. Like fuck, I wish you were closer. I hear it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching this. I can't travel. I'm single 5 kids. Money, what's money? I'm freaking struggling. But as I tell you know, all that bullshit, like, what do you bring to the table? Which I can tell you my body. Remember this. Money, power, fame is part of it, but I want a woman that's healing, preferably healed. You once again, simple as that. You know, she could have money, cosmetics, beautiful, yes, but like I want her, a woman, to be this healing. Once again, I can have these conversations with her. She doesn't have to be all the live sessions / podcasts, but it'd be nice if you guys saw who she was. If she's a woman, quote unquote, you know, she can give another woman advice, quote unquote, be spiritual, religious. You know, that's what the intent is, not do opposites attract. I won't do that ever again. Fuck no. So I tell people, you want to see like my energy wise, like the potential to be, go to my YouTube. You have to go like a year, actually 2 years back, which is, you know, my YouTube not. I'm so behind. I'm far behind on it, but you go and search by typing Amber or girlfriend, right? You'll see right there. There she is. My last fucking me person wise. Hey, what's up, Queen? How you doing? Fucking the dive. How's your health? How's everything? She's like a goddess to me. Why? The best woman I had in my life. The best breakup. We talk about everything. That's fucking beautiful. You know. So that's why you build standards. So when you build your standards and they're high, right? Me personally, once again, I don't care about my main things. She could be a regular woman. She work in a Starbucks, McDonald's. I don't care. Because remember, money, power, and fame does not make you a better person. Your beauty does not make you a better person. It's cosmetics, man-made. Your parents made you, yes. You're beautiful, exotic, but inside, are you broken, ugly, lost? I don't want a girl by my side. I want a woman that's healing, preferably healed, you know? So, I want to match energy, not take energy. Look at the way you speak. All I talk about is life, everyday background. Everyone's like, that's how you talk about? Yes, why? I'm not the one suffering. I won't ever suffer. You are. Your kids are. Your parents are. How and why? That's what I want to know. So why are you scared to start the healing journey? You want to learn to love yourself? You don't want to feel your feelings? Or you want to keep running the mask smiles? I'm good. But behind you dying crying. Fuck the mask of smiles. That's for the tattoos. You know that shit. Now it's so factual. Smile and not cry later. Mask of smiles. I wonder why. That's fucking mind blowing. So if I had to hire a third attorney today, I'm always spending money, God. Oh, Lily, I'm sorry to deal with that, Queen. Try to avoid your toxic environment as possible with your neighbors. It's a lot going on where you're from. If you can move back sooner to California in a healthy environment, I pray you do it soon. I know you got your home that you're working on, so I pray everything goes good in a positive manner. At least my attorney is cool. That's awesome. I have 3 attorneys. I'm paying Snap. Queen, in life, we will lose a lot of many things, money, power, and fame type of situation. But the intent as an individual, if you want to be healthy for yourself, is to be healthy for you. Like make your environment best as possible. Even if you like respect, you lose everything in life. Like Mike Tyson, I was telling one of my one-on-ones about that. You know, I have it on myself. I would have to find it, but they asked him on a pause. They asked him like, what was the best like time in your life? He's all, which I was surprised to answer too. He's like, when I lost everything. Like, what do you mean? When I went in prison, I lost everything. What do you mean? I lost everything. I had everything. He's all, you know what's crazy about God? Like what? God will give you everything, and we pray for it, right? We get it, but can you keep it? If you can't keep it, you lose it. Yeah. It wasn't meant for you. You wasn't ready for it. So I had everything, money, power, and fame. But here's the best part: when I was locked up in prison, I lost everything. Right? My cell phone, dry. No one's calling me or nothing, because I can't give them no money. So when I got out, I worked on myself, and now I see who my real people are. My real family and friends. Everybody else, nope. I was like, that's deep. It's deep. That's how deep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, many things are replaceable, but like you, hey, let me go on. Oh yeah, for sure. If you want to jump on, if you're allowed to jump on here, I don't know how to do it. It's not. I don't see it right there, Delia. But you know, if it does, let me know. I'll jump you on. But I mean, I'll get you on the live. Sorry, I'm tired. But yeah, no, I'm saying like be selfish in a positive manner. Like do what you do for you. Like this everyday background, it's your life. You know, what do you do to make it happier? To be more blessed? And it'd be nice to have a potential partner, but you got to be healthy for yourself first and foremost. And then the potential to be, if you want healthy relationships, toxic relationships, toxic love and lust, dime a dozen. That's everywhere. I don't want that. That's why I'm, 2 years single, chilling. I don't want to deal with the girl, you know.
They say 95% of people on the earth are stressed anyway.
Well, this is my number to trigger the universe in a positive manner. I say, which is titled right here. 95% of the universe is broken, codependent, scared to be abandonment issues. They are looking for love and happiness in people, and man-made BS. All they are doing is buying band-aids to the cuts that was in the match in their head. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you. They just don't know that yet. So they believe they've got a partner, money, power, and fame. They're beautiful, exotic, BBLs, all this OnlyFans shit. Yeah, they'd be happy. For sure. For how long? A minute, 2 minutes, 5?
Yeah.
And then what? Then it's over. That's why we respect when you set goals in life. Goals are beautiful, which I use the analogy metaphor hurdles. But you set these goals, you achieve these goals, and you're still sad, depressed. You're still in toxic relationship. Here's a cherry top. You still have insomnia. How and why? But you just climbed Mount Everest. You just got married, and you still have insomnia. How and why? Because all these little hurdles, these goals you set in life, you're scared to stop, turn around, face the person, marry you. You don't want to deal with yourself, so you gotta do other things, man-made things. Cool, do that. Run from yourself for years to be. I ran away from myself for 39. Single. How can I have then, right? Partner, right? Second family, 8 kids. I hate myself, dislike myself. Even every time, how can you say you hate yourself but you love us? I'm like, I just do. She's like, that doesn't make sense at all. I was like, I can't give an answer, but I just do. No, it's gonna be very incorrect. You cannot hate yourself and love others. You can try to have love for others. But if you hate yourself, there's a bad reason for the situation. The intent is to have a support team. Figure out, okay, why do I hate myself? You can compare yourself to others, but God gave us this vessel. Remember this. It's a vessel. It has no feelings at all. Get my tattoos. Ow, it hurts. Get a paper cut. Ow, it hurts. You know, I work out. I'm sore. Ow, it hurts. Yeah, I bump it. Ow, it hurts. But it cannot give me no fucking advice to life. I can ask you, queens. I can ask your body. Respect me, not you, but. A lot of females, they're beautiful, right? Nice bodies. They're blessed. Ass and titties, they brag about it. OnlyFans, right? But yes, queen, cry to your boobs and your ass when you have depression. What advice can I give you? What is your ass and titties fucking shedding tears? It is shedding tears? No, it's you. It all starts with you. So that's what I tell them. Like, it's, you know, your mind. Your mind is strong titanium, or we build like a piece of paper. I want to care about you. Like, no, let me know about you. But yes, cosmetically, you're blessed. Common sense, you can pull gay shit trans physically, but spiritual, emotional, mentally, can you keep them as a being? Can you keep yourself? Can you be happy and satisfied? Or will you be with them for so long, the spark's over, then what? The honeymoon phase, love bombing. I say, you know, I saw your favorite love story. Now you're bored again. And then that's what you talk to. Why do I get bored? Why am I not satisfied in the situation? Everything was going good. Now I'm bored. That's why I was talking about my situation. I'm like, I don't want to get bored. I don't want to hurt nobody at all, right? That's so unjust. And I see on her side, I'm the best person she had in her life. But on my side, I'm not satisfied. Isn't it hurt her, but it's better to tell today than tomorrow, you know? But that's my situation. I do, like, you know, once again, I don't do dates, just one date, you know, break it down to the full list, you know. From there, I say, give me your scenarios. Like, what's your scenario? Like, jealousy, insecurity. Just ask about the day one. Like, what do you mean? How jealous and insecure are you? You know, I don't care. Once again, my situation, the queen's like, shut up. True leaders are positive. This is how jealous and insecure I am. Serious, by passion. You're my partner, right? Potential to be. We're talking about vibing, right? Remember, scenario is not factual, right? So I'll tell you. So you know, queen, how jealous, controlling I am. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care what you wear. Every day above ground, you want to wear piercing a thong. I don't give a shit. What? And you might think on your side, that means you don't love me. Like, no, you used to talk your love. I'm not your slave master. I don't care. I'm going to tell you to dress like a nun. No, like, no. It's called trust and loyalty. Your energy is beautiful, so I know you're working yourself, right? Or you're working yourself. So it's you and I, Jade and Will Smith, monogamous, A and B, not Jade and August, antagonist. It's called a premeditated choice. You thought about that shit. All this cell phone, you cannot blame social media or cell phone for your parents fucking around. As simple as that. Yes, hella OnlyFans, shit, you know, ass and titties, fuck all these platforms. Yes, but here's the kicker. Look, yeah, she's blessed going with your life and that's it. But you're looking, gawking, you're emotionally cheating. That means your partner is not suffice for you. Their validation is not suffice. You need others' validations every which way. That's when people cheat on you. They be like, babe, I love you. No, that's incorrect. They have love for you and many others. If they loved you, it'd be you and I. So they don't love you. They have love for you. Wrong fucking words. The downfall, they're not wording it that way, so you believe them. Because why? You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too naive. You're called a people pleaser. These boys are narcissistic. They're too narcissistic. They're too egotistic, Too prideful, too mean. They're called what? Destroyers. Everything they touch to destroy. Why would you let someone destroy you? And that's one person to be. Don't make them many in this lifetime. Because that means in this lifetime, to your last day in bed, you're bitter, in toxic relationship, you're bitter, or you're so scared of love, quote unquote, but you don't know the word. You're scared of toxic love. You stay single for the rest of your life and celibate. Your choice, free will. I commend you, but why would you allow yourself to get to that point? Respectfully, but that is your choice, free will. But remember this: nothing is. Do not be scared of love. Be scared of toxic love. That shit destroys you. That shit hurts. That's when you accept people in life. You don't want to accept people in life, but that is your choice, free will. If you do that, don't worry. You're the, respectfully, analogy, metaphor, you're the old version of myself. I look at you, I'm like, damn, don't worry. Once upon a time, it's the same shit. I know that face. I know those feelings. It fucking hurts. Yes, it does. And the door's right there. That's why I tell people, like, my one-on-ones, these platforms, locally wise, you know, that's why one of my followers from 7-Eleven, actually, she messaged, I don't know which one it is because I don't know her profile pic, because she just has a chancla, which is a sandal, right? She's like, hey, I miss seeing your face at the store. Remember this. I say that verbally wise, you know what she's talking about, but I was working at 7-Eleven, the ghetto hoods, as a forewarning. If you live in the ghetto hoods, like I do, every ghetto hood is different, but, you know, respectfully, it's very factual. The police come out at night, all the zombies come out, all the addicts and shit. You hear all the sob stories, you know, respectfully. And I tell them, I don't have to talk to you, my choice, free will, but, you know, I'm not your father, you're not my kid, I'm an adult, you're an adult. Here's the best part, Eastern Washington, having tattoos on the devil. You have no tattoos, you can get a job faster. And I know that. Because now that these employees go onto what? Facebook, IG. They see your profile pic. They see my tattoos. They don't want to hire fucking 10 kilos. Yeah. Right? So, you don't have that. They will give you a shot. I won't give you that shot. So, respectfully, why am I not doing what you're doing? Yeah, I'm here saying I'm scraping by. Simple as that. Single for 8 kids. Like, I'm not trying to beat up you guys. You know, it's a competition. But, like, you could do better for yourself. But remember this. I know with the shit in life. You hit rock bottom and became a zombie. But I'm letting you know that big pharma shit. You see that bottle right there? I love alcohol. I look at it. I work with the shit. Not once do I think to myself, I need it. I want it. The only time I want alcohol, ink therapy. The vessel hurts. It's weak as fuck, so I drink Fireball to numb it up. I feel like 10% of the pain. And these tattoos are not for myself. These are my scars. 95% of the universe, these are your cuts and wounds. This is not, I won't ever feel those feelings ever again. I went live for 2 seconds. Oh, really? And they report you that fast, queen, or what? TikTok is very sensitive. Tell you should try the platform. Go on Bigo. Go on Bigo. It's not like too sensitive wise. Facebook. You know, I'm on 10 platforms, 10 cell phones. So that's why. And remember this energy. Wherever you go in the universe, if your energy is beautiful, positive, it'll be left. It'll, you know, they'll feel it and they'll miss it. And that's what she says. Like, you know, my ex-coworker, they, bro, everybody asks about you. I told you, it's no bragging rights. My pride and ego that I control, not being cocky. But like, when I leave here, the whole universe at nighttime will ask about me. Because why? I talk to them. I didn't have to. I care about the universe. I want you working yourself, especially if you're a zombie addict, you know? I pray for you. But I cannot face or save you. No one but yourself. But we can have a support that helps a lot. We can have this conversation that helps a lot. But every day, above ground, you have free one choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? No, that's not what happened. I just didn't want to go live because I just got home for... Oh, awesome. How was the road trip? I'm about to get my live in a minute. I do like 2-hour live sessions. Shit, I'm 3 hours deep. I gotta see my boy. See, I gotta go to work. He hasn't responded to me yet. So I've been just finish my live in a minute and then start doing cooking therapy, washing therapy, and washing dishes therapy. So as an individual, I treat everything as therapy now because it just like it's part of life, quote unquote. But as an individual behind the screen, like I am blessed myself. Like once again, it'd be nice to have a partner, but I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to be too much for somebody. That's why. Spiritual talk, like when you do like your standards right, quote unquote, like if you decide to lower your standards, verbalize. Yo, queen, check out. I see a lot of potential in you guys. I sit on top of the mountain with God, Lucifer, the universe. There is no, like, respectfully, I believe they do this to put fear in you. They be like, the healing journey doesn't ever end. So you're trying to tell me I'm going to be depressed for the rest of my life? Like, don't believe that shit. You know your feelings, right? So, my shit, the healing journey, awakening woe journey. I went through the 4 phases 4 years ago. I love the universe. Now I just tell a story because I want you to work on yourself. You don't have to, you should want to, right? So, that's why if you decide to lower your standards, verbalize it. I tell the potential queen, let's say she's been going through healing journey in the beginning of it, but, you know, we were having this conversation. She's not saying nothing, but if she says a word or sentence, I elaborate. And then, you know, how you might head, like I told my support teams, and my model universe, you know, your pain is my pain. I died like you died. A lot of us have very similar stories when it comes to toxic relationships. When you lose, thank you, Dave. When you lose, you know, families and shit. But you know, we have these conversations. So that's that's the cool thing about, you know, platforms and support teams. That's why I tell, if you decide to lower your standards, verbalize that. Yo, I'm gonna lower my standard. Remember, the Queen, I'm letting you know, if I'm too much for you, you can't hurt my feelings. I can guarantee that. The door is right there. You can leave whenever you want to. We can talk about it as adults, and don't feel guilty. Like, no, this conversation is called energy and it's beautiful. It's factual, but remember this: if you make decisions with our feelings, empathy, sympathy, you don't have to build compassion. You will fall on your face. In your head, you pray, pat, manifest that we work out. But I observe energy. I observe. So
I hear what you're saying. In my head, I pray, you know, the manifest things and whatnot, but I also got to put action behind it.
No, very factual. That's why action without the words. Like, that's what type of people, my dad too says, to treat the universe in a positive manner. It says, I pray, pat, manifest. You know, when you do that, you actually gaslight, manipulate yourself. How so? In your head, the relationship is beautiful. The whole universe is fucking lovey-dovey Care Bears. Physically, you're in a toxic relationship and the universe is shit. Respectfully. So you gotta be factual about it. So that's why, you know, to trigger you, you pray about, yes, in your head, king, queen, where God is good, everything. Physically, you're in a toxic relationship. You're happy to go to church, right, with your toxic partner, but you love going to church because God's good, it makes you feel good, and you're God's disciple, right? You're doing best as positive as an individual, but your partner's a fuckboy, fuck girl, and they're to church with you, but to trigger them, they go to their man-made God to feel good about themselves, to tell the priest, sorry, Father, I cheated on my wife's spite passion for 20 times this year, but, you know, I feel guilty about it. And what's the Father gonna tell you? If you gotta do 10 Hail Marys, 10 Our Fathers, and God forgives you. Fuck, if I was a priest, I'd be a dick. How so? Let's say spite passion, you know, let's say your husband, you know, you cheat on him wise, right? And you tell me for a time, and I'd be, chill out. Cool. If you want God to forgive you, spite passion, you gotta do 1,000 Hail Marys, 10,000 Our Fathers, if you want God to forgive you. What the hell? Because you haven't learned your lessons. So with that said, but Father John Beer, he's traditional priest, he'll be at 12. He'll do 10 Hail Marys, 10 Our Fathers. And what are you going to do? Fuck that. I'm going to see Father John. So you don't want to take the pain. Cool. So you don't want to learn your lesson. Like, fuck all that. I'll get reported for bullying and shit. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't. But that's why, whatchamacallit, I call it in a positive manner. Like, you know, God's good, yes. But respectfully, if you're in a positive manner, like, God can't do it for you, nor for your partner. He holds you and guides you. That's the cartoon. A little devil in my ear, whispering little angel. God Lucifer tell you to right and wrong, every day, Bogdan. Yin, yang, whatever, consciousness, subconsciousness, right? But what are you doing? What are you choosing? Every day, Bogdan. That's the shit. That's where you have to look yourself in the mirror and deal with you. I promise you 1,000. All this conversation, all my tattoos, and I'm not gonna the universe in a positive, negative manner. But to make it simple, if I was to write a book, I would say, when you did, I'll type it up. I've been saying it for years. This is my book. This is how thin it'll be. I hear all the time, write a book. They'll say, the answer to life to get your attention. You flip it over, and this is how thin it'll be. They'll say, the answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you. The end. My full name, my phone number, on my platform, email address. That's my book. That's it is. You respectfully, why do you want to hear about my child trauma? But a minute, you know, teenagers, no, it's not about life. It's not about relationships. Child trauma, yeah, you got my ass kicked. You hear with people, the Spanish people talking about, like, you know, Hispanic and Spaniards, they got their ass kicked. You know, my parents are there, but, you know, we laugh about getting our asses kicked. Shit's flying. Yeah, it's funny when we're older. Now when we're kids, you're gonna knock the fuck out. No, that's not funny at all. You're shedding tears, right? Still alive, you know, a couple of brain cells lost, but you're still here, right? So you laugh about it when you're older, but no, that's toxic, not healthy. Nobody should get physical with nobody. Yeah. That's why I say, like, to my kids, you know, which it bothers me. Like, my kids, especially my 5 boys, they're the ones that will bring my you know, bother / anger a little out of me. Not to be gonna trigger and build hate, right? Hatred is a swallowing poison voluntarily. The intent is not to build hate. It's not healthy for you at all. The devil comes out of you, bipolar, flash, those, whatever bullshit term you want to use, because you became triggered. Plural. Control your triggers. Bothered, anger. Put your pride and ego away. Go outside and get some fucking air. Get away from that situation. If not, stay there. Catch a case. You ain't hurt a fly, but you're about to hurt a fly. My tattoo. We can all become Cain and take your brother Abel. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or physically. After than all of us. They cheat on you. Keep the thoughts in your fucking head. Chop a little piece and make tamales out of them. Dig holes and shit in your head. Not physically. Don't get to the physical part. You're building hatred, and that's when you black the fuck out. Yes, and it also is red flags for warnings. When people tell you that, yo, I'm spicy, I'm bipolar, I flash, you know, I snap. Yeah, that's red flags. That's, yo, don't have that by your side. Friend and associate, you know, the one you learn the hard way. Yeah. Say that again.
Yeah.
So those are forewarnings.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be hard on yourself. If no one taught you those, you don't know no better because no one taught you this. That's why I tell my personal stories, the people's stories in general, to guide and forewarn. That's the cool thing about people that are in the healing journey. This, you know, my situation, all talk about his life, to tell you a story to guide and forewarn you. Nobody has to go about anything to say. You can all learn the hard way. That's your own journey. But if you learn the hard way with a support team, it's a lot better for yourself to recover a lot faster. I promise you that, because they're gonna hold you and go, yo, don't be hard on yourself. Once upon a time, I was you. I did the same shit. In my situation, like my one-on-ones, they hit me up all the time, like, yo, coach, Rito, you was right. I was like, first and foremost, remember I told you in the beginning, this conversation we're talking about, thank you for your time, but it's not about being right. I'm just guiding for one, so you don't become a lot of us, right? So maybe you learn the hard way, but the positive is, especially the young I am, the positive is, in your situation, at your age frame, you're doing better than I am, because when I was your age, I put my hand out, God's good, higher powers there, but no physical, no support team. Put my hand out, fucking crickets. Crickets, you have your family, friends, they'll be like, I got you. Yeah, I got you. That's a positive manner. Presence, energy is beautiful, but if no one's telling you, okay, shit up, what you're going through, no one's elaborating, no one's, then guess what? Stalemate. No one's healing. You know, stalemate. You want support teams that are healing, preferably healed, because they give you options, these scenarios. You're evolving because you want to evolve. That's what I tell everybody, yo, I go life for you guys, not for myself. Initially, yes, it was for myself, to tell a story made about the universe, but now I'm healed, I'm blessed. I won't ever do a toxicity at all. I promise you that. Like, no. People are like, oh, you say that? Yeah, no, trust me, no. If I could be day 10, Spy Passion, we're together, the red flags, your jealousy, insecure, and you met me in here, you know how I was. But then you'd be like, oh no, you're all, oh, what up, negative? What's up? How you been? Been a minute. How you doing? How's life? How's it going? You know, then I'll be like, no, Queen, tell you, I've been on social media. You met me on social media. What's up, Queen? How you been? Been a long time. How's your health? How's life? How's everything? How's the kiddos?
What's the difference? Quick question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
What is the difference between being jealous and territorial?
Okay, so being jealous, that's being like, you know, that's like being the slave master type of situation. So when they like gas and manipulate, let's say you're my potential, right? You're my partner, and you have to be careful with this part. Before you met me, I tell you, especially queens, because social media, you have self-love, right? Which is beautiful. A lot of females are blessed, cosmetically, physically, everything, right? So you can do, you know, the selfie shots, cool. Bikini, all that, that's cool. Remember this, you've been doing that before you met me. So you gotta be very careful, because remember this, the lovey-dovey, the love bomb, sparks in the air, all that good shit, that's beautiful. But remember this, if you make the decision with heart feelings, empathy, sympathy, and you don't with compassion, you will always fall on your face. Because it feels good, right? But remember this, I can gas and manipulate. Drop the, you know, if lines. How so? Hey, Spy, check out. If you love me, and remember, in the beginning, I want to show you because I want to court you as my partner, you know? Thank you, man. Thank you, Neda. And what you gonna call it? But little by little, if you love me, on your IG, that picture, you remove it. If you love me, you won't wear that. So what am I? And you, since you do love me, what are you gonna do? Because you're too empathetic, right? You're too nice. You're too global. You're called a people pleaser. You will do all that shit to prove your love to me. But you don't have to do that, because remember, you've been doing that. That's the thing. You do it for self-love or for the attention, but more on the self-love wise. Before I met you, why you gotta change for me? If you love me, that's being too jealous and controlling. And I become your slave master. You become a slave. And here's the best part. If I emotionally cheat in front of your face, like nothing wrong with looking. There's always, no matter what, younger, beautiful, cosmetic in front of you, right? Cool, I look at her, she's blessed, and that's it on my day, but I'm looking and gawking in front of your face, I'm emotionally cheating. If you don't open your mouth and realize boundaries, baby, I don't mind if you look, but you're staring. Not just at her, everybody. If you keep doing that, I'm letting you know I'm gonna choose myself. I'm very self-positive manner. I don't need toxicity. No, baby, no, you're staring. If you want to, go down with technology. You're fucking texting. Record your fucking partner and show me 3 different scenarios, different fucking 3 outfits. Is that you or your twin? Is that you? Your twin? Look at, you're staring, and you think I'm texting, or is she not paying attention? But I was recording you all that time, and now you fuck. Oh, but and remember this, they want the validation. That's not me. You fucking edited that shit. What the fuck? No, you're doing too narcissistic. You know. So there it is. Now I'm being too jealous and trolling. Territorial wise, that part, like respectfully, like all this fighting and bullshit. No one's got to get physical. Nobody wise at all. So what I say, tell my kids, which I'm telling my body, trigger the whole universe in a positive manner. A monkey can find another monkey. A monkey pull a trigger, but can a monkey speak? So are you a monkey narcissistic or a human empathetic? Use your words. Words cut deeper than life. I guarantee you that, right? So you shouldn't have to be territorial. The intent is like, if you're working on yourself or worked on yourself, you should have what? Trust and loyalty. You should know your partner's energy. That's why if you meet in the beginning before you became a couple, they're flirtatious, and now you get with them, and I'm still being, once again, I love TikTok, right? So it's spy scenario. Let's say you're my partner, you're my housewife, right? But emotionally, in front of your face, I emotionally cheating at the stores, at church, everybody. So I have you as my housewife. I got my church wife, my work wife. I party and kick at my club. I have wives everywhere. Because why? I can gas and manipulate. My wife at home, she doesn't show me the love. She don't talk to me set-wise. What am I doing? Fucking playing the soft story, play role victim. Some female out there that's too empathetic would take that shit, and guess what? If you was with me, everything that I'm bitching about you, she'll offer it to me. And guess what happened? Am I acting nice? Am I being nice? You know, I can fucking play with the soft story.
I'm peeing in the pool. I'm sorry. I was reading the comment down there, and I just start peeing in the pool or the drain.
The worst is to have someone say you're crazy for something you saw or heard or read or whatever. Oh yeah, Neda. Well, see, that's the part when the boys and girls are too narcissistic, they will gas and manipulate. Like, nah, you're making shit up, whatever. Even though you caught them, like, that's not me. Trust me, like, that's not healthy for yourself. And when they're doing that, what are you doing there? That's why if you're adults, you're healing, and their boys and girls not healing, they want work competitions.
So don't pee in their food or their drink and be happy.
Yeah. Well, two wrong. Okay, that comment is saying that like, two wrongs don't make a right, quote unquote, right? It depends. Like me personally wise, right? So me personally wise, like it's factual to a certain extent. It depends how you use it. Like my situation, like I bully bullies. Bullying is wrong, quote unquote, right? But if a bully bullies you, I'll bully them, and I'll be like, yo, you don't like that? That person you're bullying, that's the overage myself, because I was a nice guy, too empathetic, too nice, too go too naive. They're called people pleasers, and that's how I'm gonna have on my tattoos. And you're too narcissistic, so you're called what? I haven't finished it yet. Like on the 31st, I finished this side, so I'm gonna show them. You see this? This is you. You're too narcissistic, too egotistic. You're too mean. You're too prideful. You're called a destroyer. Everything you touch, you destroy. You are your own karma, not knowing. That's why I tell people, you want to deal with karma, date with boys and girls narcissistic. They will destroy you. I promise you that. As a forewarning, you know. You keep calling someone crazy, they'll end up. Well, remember this is when the person. Okay, if you know 1,000, and everyone can become triggered, become crazy, right? But that's why the intent is called triggers. You're bothered, you build angered, put your pride and ego away. Everybody's narcissist trait. Go outside and get some air before you become triggered. And yes, the devil come out of you, quote unquote, right? So, but let's say you're not crazy. You know you're not. You won't get to that point because you have more patience, right? You're more empathetic. So that person's calling you that. They're too narcissistic, so they're doing what? Deflection and projection and gaslight manipulation. They're trying to sell your dreams. That's the people you don't have by your side, because they'll sell your dreams.
And this ain't the same breath.
Right, and then you will question your self-worth. Like, am I doing? You don't. If you know before this individual you haven't ever done that, why would you question your self-worth? But don't worry. Once upon a time, I was you. A lot of us, we do question our self-worth because in our heads we're replaying. Okay, what? Why are they saying what they're saying? What did I do on my side for having to say what they said? Fuck all that. No. You didn't do nothing wrong. If you're doing your part, your best, you did it. You've been doing it. It's not you, it's them. No one's perfect. Yes, we have our flaws, but typically if you're more empathetic wise, we don't fuck around for the most part. We keep it humble, respectful. I'm a first baby moms. Fuck 12 years of that bullshit. You know, before she cheated, said it was 9 years in the situation. You know, yes. Two wrongs don't make a right. Yes, you know, she cheated first, quote unquote. That I know of personally, my personal story, had a smartphone. Seattle, remember the Seattle extroverts. To this day, females are not shy. Queens, ghettos to the suburbs. They will shoot the shot. They love energy. They love these conversations. That's why in Seattle, I'm famous in Seattle at the farmers market with my tattoos. Queens ask me about them, especially new ones. Why do you have slave masters? Why do you have slaves? Well, every day above ground, modern slavery, taught slaves. What? Holy shit, for your mind blowing, huh? We don't think about it. Analogy, we think slaveries are so glad with their ancestors. Every day above ground, taught slave ships. I'm the slave master, I own you. You're my slave, you ain't going nowhere, and I'm gonna fuck your sister, mom, and your cousin, and we're gonna treat you on Sunday, and we both love God, Allah, Buddha. Amen. Don't do that to yourself, you know? So, That's why, once again, my scenario, smartphones, I had no MySpace, no Facebook that I personally dealt with. The Cuban nigga, one person that I know, but she could have messed around for 9 years. I'm sorry, I don't know. Do I care? No, I don't. But let's say she did. I was too busy working. That's a downfall when you're too empathetic with people pleaser. No matter what I did, I could buy a money, power, and fame. It does not matter. It's not me. It's her. She was not satisfied because of I. And I would try to do whatever I could to make her happy, quote unquote. Stop people pleasing. Fuck all that. So, two wrongs don't make it right. So that's why scenario. I did it once before, not happy about it, but it's part of my life that I did, right? And the situation. So when she took me back, quote unquote, but she sold me a dream. That's why I tell people, like, everybody has narcissist traits. So she thought we'll be a family again. Guess once again, because I lost my family, all my family back, right? I have no guidance in life. So she thought we'll be a family again with the whoop. But she said, and then we try to be together, quote unquote. She's like, no, I sold you a dream. Actually, I just did it to what she used. She's I said that to. I use you for leverage. I was like, what do you mean by that? Because I want to put a roof over my kid's head in my head. I was like, so you're telling not to beat me. So you sold me a dream. I was like, and you know what I told her? And remember this. Everybody had narcissistic traits. So now the bad side comes out of me. I was like, you know what? You're going to eat those words. What? You're going to eat those words. So when I go on my cell phone, all these females for 9 years of my life prior, right? I denied. That's why when you're empathetic, especially in my scenario, I was a V card, the virgin card. So I was the first. I lost to her. I was Toulouse's disciple. Fuck up karma. I did not know that. No, and nothing against her. Everybody has their own journey. No one taught me this shit till 4 years ago. My support team, right? So all the females that denied in Seattle. And remember this, in the ghetto hoods, females are not shy. They'll shoot their shot and they'll tell you, yo, this you can have whenever you want to. I know you got your girl. That's what gets more attractive. I'm like, yeah, but all the time. But let's say scenario, you're my girl. Would you like my girl do what you're doing right now? And just stay quiet. It goes, you see? But well, I'm just letting you know whenever you want to, you can have this. So what I do my cell phone, I used to work on the Cardinals side. So every female hit me up, hey, there's been so many years we spoke. Hey, I'm just, it's Marge, what's up? Let her go by then, right? And maybe you told me that thing a long time ago. Whenever I wanted, I can have this. Is that factual? They're like, you dead ass, but you're nah, we're not together no more. We were trying again, but she told me a dream, so I'm asking you a question. Is that factual? She's like, yeah. Whenever you come, I told you many years ago, it's still yours. I'm not with nobody. So I started doing benefits. In Seattle, 2011, friends with benefits, right? Benefits, that term was not even used. Respectfully, it was used as, like, one night stands. No, like, I want to get to know you, queen. Like, and that's why all the females I laid down with. No bragging rights. Seattle, 2011. Remember, smartphone. No MySpace, no Facebook. That was like 18 Seattle, techie town. Like, everyone, like, the queens right in the street, like, how do I get a hold of you? Well, before social media, that shit you're all stuck on, you ask for my phone number. Ask for your phone number. You can call each other, text each other. You forgot about that? You're stuck on social media? It's like, no, it's just crazy. You live in Seattle. Yes, I know I live in Seattle, and I don't have social media. Pretty fucking mind-blowing, I know. So, I mean, every female I spoke to, right? I had to talk to them. I talked to you, Spike Bash, and negative, I said I was, right? So I did it for 11 months. Remember this. My narcissist traits, quote unquote, comes out. Like, fuck it. But what am I doing? That's why I love support teams. The downfall is that term was not taught then. And my support team didn't elaborate. Because remember, everybody has their own healing journey. Everybody has their own terminology. But my sister Leslie, she put me aside. And I love her for that. Because guess what? If she didn't, who knows? I might have put I did 11 months. I could have done fucking years potential-wise. So, no bragging rights. Seattle, 2011. 100 plus, I lost count. Every day, go around and do my thing with many females, right? And everyone in the streets would see us, and I tell them, yo, do not lie to them. They don't know we're doing benefits. So when they ask us, you're a cute couple, etc., because we're lovey-dovey in front of everybody, and we're not holding back, right? Telling us in front of everybody, just tell them the truth. Yo, we went together for a week, a month, whatever. And eventually, they might catch on when they see me with many females, like, and they ask me, oh no, well, I do benefits. What's that? Friends with benefits. They're not my girlfriend. I tell them, I'm not your boyfriend. You're not my girlfriend. See my baby mom? She's fucking garbage. This love for her, which once again, the wrong word, it's actually toxic love, but I didn't know that then. This love for her, I cannot get rid of it. It's not a fucking light switch. I don't know how to, right? So I did it for 11 months, and I was getting exhausted of it because I'm just like, I'm doing so much fucking wrong. And I would tell them, Queen, remember this, don't fall for me. I love my baby moms. But once again, my sister Leslie, she put me aside. She's like, hey, and remember that she taught me energy. She's the first one who taught me to mention the word energy, and plus my benefits. Because respect you queens. For the most part, females, they know about religious world, spiritual world. They'd be like, it's because your energy. I can't talk to you. I guarantee you, your baby mom, you're gonna talk. No, I can't. There it is. My baby father, whatever. My ex-boyfriend, same thing. We're talking to each other. So I told her, this is a fake Munchie love story, right? Fake. Enjoy it while it lasts. Like, what do you mean by that? It's not gonna last forever. This is wrong. We both know what we're doing is wrong, right? So That's why,
That's
you
why
know.
my mom would always say, enjoy your husband.
Right. Well, see, okay, enjoy your husband, yes, right? But marriage is respectfully, you know, kids, no, marriage cannot guarantee you a long-term relationship. It's a good concept idea, but it's not factual. If you two as a couple aren't blessed, if you two as a couple cannot get along with each other, if it's toxic, I guarantee you 1,000. My tattoos, the zillion dollars that don't have you will join the Bay Mom, Bay Father Divorce Club. I can guarantee you that. And it's not about being right. It's a forewarning. You want to become us? Become us. And then you gotta try to do co-parenting. And I fear, positive manner. I say this all the time for the queens to put you, to scare you in a positive manner. What do you mean scare me? Scenario. I'm on social media wise. Let's say in a year or two, everything else, I move back to Seattle. I could talk to 10 females, right? And Seattle's fucking massive, right? Northeast, southwest. And none of them, I'm on social, let's say I avoid social media wise, best as possible, right? And I'm talking to 10 females, I say it all the time, right? Even behind the screen. And I'm laying down with all of them. And they're all my girlfriends, quote unquote, right? And none of them know about each other. And I remember this. Everything's lovey-dovey. TLC's, no matter, TLC says intercourse is be a healthy relationship, toxic, my tattoos is part of the equation. So everything's lovey-dovey until then what? Let's say it's bad scenario, spy you're one of them, right? You know, you tell me, hey, we lovey-dovey, yeah, guess what, babe, I'm prego. And let's say then I'm tell me, I'll tell me I'm prego. You know what I'm gonna do? I have my choice, free will, right? Fear, positive matter. I'm gonna tell you, yes, babe, we're beautiful. Thank you. I'm happy for us. We have family. I leave. Remember, I preach about doors. I go through your door, your room door, go down to the house door. I leave, go in my car door. Spy, you're pregnant. I'm not. I'll take my tattoo. Fresh tattoos. I'm a deadbeat father. I will take that term and run for dear life. And now I have 10 kids I created with 10 females. And I'm gonna take the term because my pioneer. I don't give a fuck. They ain't my problem. And that's that. Yes, it's mean. Yes, be narcissistic, but every day above ground, everyone, all have free will and choice. What are you doing? What are you choosing? And on top of that, it's energy. Study my energy. How am I carrying myself? Just go to church, read the Bible, go on mission. Does that make me a good person? I have tattoos. I don't have them, but say tattoos of the crosses on me, and Virgin Mary and Rose. It does not make me a good person at all. Actions be like, what is my energy like? How are we having these conversations? You know, if I'm chilling with you, am I chilling with others? You know, that's why the jealousy, insecurity issues, you talk about it day one. Like, the potential to be asking me, like, you remember I showed my tattoo, you see it says exes? I am not your ex, nor exes, none of them. I'm today, the present, the now. So have you worked on yourself? Because once again, I do not deal with jealousy and insecurity issues. Do not bring your past traumas to present to us at all. Why? Why would you stay friends and associates? That's it. Let's see what progresses from right here, wise. And remember, and my situation, once again, look at the way I speak. I tell all the potentials, go to my platforms. Look what I talk about. Are you ready for this? This is all I talk about. I talk to many females. Because females, for the most part, more empathetic. Why is they're the ones that may come and ask questions. They jump in the box with my DMs, one-on-ones. No passing boundaries, platonic. Are you ready for that? Because I'm not, no, respectfully, no females come in my life, a woman, quote unquote, and then, like, I start doing my live session, my one-on-ones because of her, because she's jealous and insecure. That's her problem, not an I problem. Respectfully, you know. And here's the worst part: you're jealous of people of platonic relationships. That's it, platonic friendships type of situation. They're asking about advice. Nothing about what are you wearing, what are we doing later, can we do cyber teals? None of the above. It's all about what they're going through. They're trying to work on themselves, and you're jealous of positivity. So you're the wrong person. You should deal with people that enjoy toxic love. I don't care for toxic love at all. I won't ever deal with that in my life again. So that means you're still stuck in your little bubble of toxic love. That's what I tell people: when you start working yourself, right, the healing journey, quote unquote, and you never had love in your life, authentic love wise, and you used to toxic love, when people tell you, I don't care what you wear, I don't care who you talk to, you might not think that they love you at all. You might get scared of that, or you call them boring because they don't worry about you, nothing. No, it's called trust and loyalty. That's what my last relationship. Please, I'm on Washington Station in California, LDR, right? We saw each other in 2.5 years, like 5 times together physically wise, maybe like 3 weeks out of 2.5 years, not a long time. But guess what? Trust and loyalty. Not once in the back of my head I worry about anything. Everyone be like, well, yes, remember this: when you do LDRs, long relationships, everybody has the right to question your relationship. How you not fucking around? If you know your partner's energy, you know yourself. You don't, that question will not hurt you at all. You do not, dread that question, have fear of that question. You call them out like, yo, but you live with your partner. They can fuck around too. And if they do, why do you worry about that shit for? That is, like, you should be confident in your partner. Typically, for the most, but not all women, but a lot of women are more empathetic wise. That's my tattoos right here to call the universe out. Too many tattoos. Us boys, right? Not men. So it says, narcissistic boys offer toxic love, lust, drama, traumas, and trauma. Communication, no comprehension. Their eyes are bigger than their mouth. They easily fall to lust. Why? They have no self-will. Now, the empathetic women offer love, lust, communication, comprehension. All they see is she has self-will. You don't do opposite attract. You will destroy yourself. You will self-sabotage, not intentionally, because you have no support team. And the guy, yes, you're badass king, queen. Yes, you're empathetic. Nice. Yes, I see your energy, but the person you're about to date, they're about to destroy you. You're too narcissistic. You just don't know that yet. The downfall is, it's your journey. That's what I tell people. Like, it'd be nice if people more, the ones that are more in the healing journey, like my situation, Seattle. I heard him for 12 years of my life. Like, what are you doing with her? You deserve better. And I didn't ask the correct questions, but I tell people, like, let's say they don't ask you a question and be shit out. I'm going to tell you something you don't have to comprehend, but let me tell you what I see on my side. What's the energy I'm observing? And I'm going to give you all a little story really fast, right? Crash course to life. But remember this, just observe the energy, the red flags. If they're in front of you, I see all of them, but you don't see what I see because once upon a time I was you. You are over-loving. When you overlove yourself, you destroy. When you overlove them, you will destroy yourself. You want to give them your all, right? But you're putting your eggs in one basket. Don't do that to yourself. You will self-sabotage. But you don't have to comprehend anything I just told you. But the positive is, if you tell it to somebody, you guide and forewarn them.
I do comprehend everything you just told me.
Oh, yeah, well, Queen. Right, no, Queen. Respect, you and I are older, right? So I'm 43, you said you're 44, right? So we've been there, done that, right? So, and respect, for the most part, you and me are empathetic wise. Y'all do the healing journey. Y'all, women support women. They have fucking group chats. That's beautiful. Men do not support men. Man the fuck up, get another bitch, move the fuck on. That's how I move on. So that's what I told my family and friends at the time, being 4 years ago. So that's how you deal with your breakup? You just get another girlfriend party and kick in, wild the fuck out? Like, no. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, that's what they used to say back in the day.
Yeah.
How you get over somebody gone. But that's not.
Yeah, get underneath another body. Like, no, that's not healthy. That's a type of forewarning. Like, remember this. Fear, positive matter. If you're doing this, you observe anybody, which I'm going to tell my body. You see a body hop in the whole phase, or relationship after relationship, that person's a major red flag. They're broken, codependent, scared to build abandonment issues. You don't want them by your side. Friends and associates, sure. Not as a partner. You can't fake, change, or save them at all. That is their own journey. But if you want to try, go find your face. I have my tattoos, right? So I have my little angel, which from God, a little devil for Lucifer, right? So my tattoos, God, Lucifer, the universe, I eat a popcorn, so then I call it, watch TV, because all your blue pillars, all your red pillars are called what? Your free entertainment. I'm going to turn my TV on. I walk the streets, where I live at. I go on social media. I'm like, damn, toxic. Oh, shit. She's going to die. He's going to die. I don't miss none of that because that's the old version of myself. I won't ever deal with that. Yes, Queen, you're beautiful. And respectfully, when it comes to the Queen's part, like, especially on TikTok, these TikTok females are telling the story, the breakups, divorce, and bullshit, right? You fucked around. And what the females say, well, at least you're beautiful, Queen. I put my comment, yeah, she's beautiful, Queen. Like, that's your profile pic. You're beautiful. Remember this. When you go to breakup or you get cheated on, right? You go divorce, all this shit, and you're shedding tears. Remember this, Queen. You're beautiful. Your beauty does not do shit for you at all when you're shedding tears at all. It cannot give you advice to life. Stop going to saying that corny ass comment. But respect for your blue pillar, not a red pillar, because you haven't started the healing journey. Because if you did, you would not say that comment. You would say positive, like, yo, Queen, you're going through it, but here for you. It hurts, it only hurts for now. Just fall back. Start the healing journey for you. My mom's universe. I'm always your pocket, 24/7, 365. Don't ever feel alone. The beautiful thing about technology, why I laugh, remember this, we don't own Wi-Fi. We don't own these, we own the cell phones, the devices, but none of these platforms, none of the Wi-Fi, the leads run the universe, right? They can cut this shit off. That's my nephew asked me 3-4 months ago. Let's say scenario, they cut off the Wi-Fi. Who can you tell your story to? Oh, my situation's simple. I could tell them, Eastern Washington, this shit holds a lost cause. They can't think me shit in life. Zero, none of them. Other than go to church, pray, live in God's hands. I know that, but guess what? I lived in Seattle 12 years of my life, so I know I moved to Seattle. As it is, I told my nephew, you see when I go to Seattle, conversation, we talk to many females, right? And what is it? All about my tattoos. At a farmer's market, at a produce, at my dad's business, right? Produce stand. I'm just putting apples away and shit. And they'd be like, why do you have narcissists? Empathist? What's that? Well, it's an empath, but my word to make it even, empathist, right? Oh shit, but why? It's not why, it's why not. To get your attention. You know what a narcissist is? Oh yeah, my ex. Well, there it is. We're talking about toxic relationships. And fucking now become best friends with a queen I have not ever met in my life. At a farmer's market. Yeah. Not walking around Seattle yet. All because why? Petty ass words, petty ass tattoos. To get your attention.
You at up in Seattle?
Yeah, well, it's easy to say Seattle, but I live 3 hours east from Yakima Valley, Eastern Washington. My real home is Seattle because women and men, gods and goddesses, demi-goddesses, especially the queens. Like my scenario, right? No, not being cocky and pride and ego, but I know women, I know energy. In Seattle, please, from the suburbs, the ghetto hoods, I can have a zillion options, 24/7, because spy passion, I don't mention my life, right? Behind the screen. I have conversations like that at the farmer's market. And we sit there 5-10 minutes. Sometimes they're patient. They'll sit there for hours. They'll be, oh no, help the customers. I'll wait for you. I want to continue on the conversation. Why? Because they love the energy. They're like, this, yeah, queen, I worked on myself. I had 10 black workers, support team. What? That's my tattoo. That just says 10 black workers for 88 days. What? For 88 days, I can talk to 9 queens and one boy, a king. For 88 days, I can ask them the exact same questions, and like we're talking about right now, and I got responses. And they tell me, hey, I know on my side, you don't comprehend me. And I go, that's why I'm talking to you, because I evolved really fast because of that. I had 10 people for 80 days. Imagine having 100 people. Fucking social, you had thousands of people support. No more people you talk to about your toxic relationships, your breakups, your healing journey. You have options to do a scenario, something to work with. You hear their stories. You can evolve hell a lot faster, respectfully. Nothing wrong with it, like, a counselor, therapist, all that good shit. But as long as they're empathetic and they elaborate. At the farmer's market, my face tattoos. Like, what do you mean you challenge the whole universe? Well, if you're a therapist counselor, you've been doing it for years, and I ask them how long you've been doing it for, 5 years, 10 years. So then we break it down. You want mind debate, love, respect, and that's it. No man-made title, no piece of paper. You have to progress your career, and we're just talking about life in 5-10 minutes. And I tell them, you can't finish. And then I go, here's the kicker. Why do you give them Skittles? What do you mean Skittles? Analogy, metaphor. Why do you give them the pills for? Anxiety, depression, all you're doing is they have a broken heart. They don't know what love is, and they talk love. Here, you're numbing the fuck up, so they don't feel their feelings. You gotta feel your feelings to comprehend your feelings to progress in life. If not, stay depressed for your life. But then you want love. You want a partner. No, hurt people. Not intentional, but we do. Heal people. I'm talking to you. We heal people. We tell a story to God and Forewarn. So you're destroying people. And I tell them, check this out. Not a race, no competition. What you're doing is cool to a certain extent. But I guarantee if I talk to all your clientele, no bragging rights, I could probably take like 95% of them. My tattoo for a reason. I use 95, a high number. Probably 100% of all. Because guess what? When they ask you a question, what do you try to tell them? That's not my journey. Only you can know that. That's the most bullshit. So you talk to all these people, all these clients, hear all these stories, and you can't give no guidance to fucking life a little bit, then you're called a gimmick. You're selling dreams. Because in your head, you're like, I have 4 clients for the 4 years, whatever a year. Why is there 5 clients? The more clients I get, I'm guaranteed you'll have 4 vacations this year. But you're not helping them evolve, and you're paying all this fucking money. Here's the best part. I do free therapy. Talk about toxic relationships, co-parenting, how you function spiritual multimedia beings, gratis, free. You charge 50, 100, 200 bucks an hour for nothing? For nothing. Respectfully. I go, and remember this, you can't understand, nor can I, but guess what? We can tell us to guide for Warren. You're not guiding for Warren at all. You're just taking their money. And give them a little bit of advice. Well, the fuck all that, man. I go, fuck, tell them, take out the better therapist. TikTok's a better therapist than you are, because on TikTok, well, yes, not everything's factual, but guess what? People are going through it. I go, you don't believe me? Go on TikTok. Type in breakups. You grab your tissue box. You're gonna be shedding many fucking tears, many tears. Trust me, I was there, 4 years ago. The only reason why I went on TikTok, remember, I was 39 then. My niece and nephew told me, why don't you go to TikTok? I was, well, there's a bunch of kids dancing. No, it's way more than that. TikTok is live. You just don't know about it because you're older, right? Fuck, respectfully, fuck Facebook, fuck, IG's decent, but Facebook, basura garbage, respectfully, man. No, TikTok's life, So another, what I do, before all my tattoos, these tattoos really start happening, like, I'm watching myself on TikTok, I want to say like last August, September, but I'll find out when I start, because remember this, a year ago, it does your memories, and I post them, I go, oh, well, it's not June time, because in June, why it shows why I made May time, I still have only certain tattoos, not all these tattoos, right? So, I typed in there, I typed in, empathists, narcissists, deflection, projection, breakups, co-parent. I'm bawling like a bitch. I'm scrolling bawling like a bitch. I'm like, oh shit, it hurt. Why does it hit hard? Because I am going through it. And someone's actually going out there expressing themselves, and because they're trying to figure out, like, why does a breakup hurt so much? It's a good question. Why does a breakup hurt so much? Because we're brainwashed in our heads that we need people in life. So we're broken, codependent, scared to abandonment issues. You don't need your partner. You want your partner. That's why the intent of the healing journey, you do what? You detox from codependency. Initiate the breakup all about your ex. You know the breakup, everyone asks you how you doing. Fuck him, fuck her, all. Yeah, you focus all your energy. Yes, initially, you have right to feel like that because they're not by your side no more. Right? But I promise you 1,000, it's gonna hurt, but it hurts for now. It's a blessing, guys. The awakening journey, less about your ex, more about yourself. Now you're shifting energy. That's a positive awakening journey. I tell you, awakening journey. You forgive communication, not forget, and you let go. Do close yourself. You let your ex go. Now you're progressing. Fuck yeah, I feel better. I see my ex, co-parenting. I see him. You know, they don't hurt you no more. It was a blessing, guys. Woke. My tattoo, so I woke, right? So I let go of my ex, the exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. I don't have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. No more triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslight, ambition, trauma bonds, insomnia.
Yeah,
What's
you let go of
insomnia?
that
Yeah.
toxicity. You let go of that.
All that shit. Yeah, I let go and I did close for myself. And that's our child trauma, the last door of pain. Why? Your parents. Your caregivers, you know, they might not be here, they might be here. But let's say scenario you can't have like my parents. In their eyes, I'm the devil. How are you getting more tattoos? Yes, I am. And there, you can call me crazy, the devil. I'm gonna go to hell because I don't respect you. This is a sin in the Catholic world. It's religious. This so be it. If I'm going to hell, then guess what? I would take it for the team. I'm doing just telling a story, and that's it. And if I go to hell, then so be it. I don't care, respectfully, because I know 1,000 on my side. What I'm saying is not wrong at all. It might trigger a lot of people, but it triggers more of the boys because they don't want to work with themselves. They want to be fucking the man, run the show, all this shit. Fuck all that. No, you submit to yourself. You don't submit to nobody else. You match energy, you don't take energy, right? But that's why you do closure of yourself when it comes to this child trauma. You might not be have this conversation because your parents' mindset are pretty much set. So that's why you show them love your type of way. Like my pops, my mom's like, fuck, I'd rather Seattle with my pops, right? What do we talk about for fucking since I was a little kid? Just about his business and agriculture, and that's it. Nothing but, hey, he doesn't ask me how you kids, how's everything with you, nothing. And when I was a little kid, what would I do? My buddies, their fathers talk to them. I wish my dad spoke to me like that. But I can't even talk to my dad. But I guess mad when I talk to him. Child fucking trauma, right? That's why the inner child, you gotta work in your inner child. You know what the inner child is? Black and white, all this therapy and bullshit. Fuck all that. Respectfully, very simple. The inner child, right? If you have kids, or any kid you speak to, analogy, metaphor, that is your inner child. Whatever age they are, my scenario, I have 8 kids. So all I speak to 21, 19, 13, 12, I have too many kids, 10, 9, 7, and a 4-year-old myself. I look to them, I talk to them like, yo, I fucking look at them like, damn. And like, they're speaking hella good. And like, I'm talking to like my father didn't talk to me. I tell my kids, I love you guys, but when have you seen your grandfather speak to you or I like this? Ever. Because of your grandfather mindset, and that's it. He really respectfully, you see him once in a while. He didn't call you nothing. But that's because grandpa, the way his mindset is set, that's it. That's why it'd be nice to have this conversation with our parents. But remember this, their minds are set. You know, so the intent as an individual, what do? You as an individual, you break the gender cycle,
my
get your life back.
From Miami, and they come from that generation, to where it's like, oh, if you're going through anxiety or depression, or you hyperventilating, you don't go to no hospital to get no Ativan, if your blood pressure go down. You deal with it. It's just like certain things do have narcissistic traits back in your family.
Right. General cycle.
Like you say, you're a child, so
you don't know no better.
Older, and if you don't have a support system, you're still carrying that on.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
Relationships, yeah.
No, very factual, very factual.
You have to change that thing yourself.
No, very factual, and that's the thing. Whatchamacallit. That's like the cool thing when you start the healing journey and you have a good support team. Like the guy from Forewarn, like my support team, like, hey, like, you're probably a lot faster. Like they told me when I told them I had 10, like, what? You got 10? Fuck, I had 3 or 4. You got 10? Shit. Hell yeah, you're doing good. You're going through it, but that's cool. You had 10 people to talk to. Fuck yeah, right? And told me when it comes to my parents' part, the child trauma, like, remember this. When you get to that point, like, you be like, yes, you wish, but remember, this is not factual at all. So you do closure for yourself. And now you're looking at your parents and, like, you commend them in your type of way. And that's why I love my parents, but like my mom, she would give me grief, like, you having a partner. I go, Mom, respect, I love you, but I'm not going to be coming you guys. Not my grandparents. Respect, rest in peace, my aunties and uncles.
They ways.
Right, so that's why, remember this, what I believe when it comes to life, like, in each lifetime, spiritual talk, the intent is to get your life back. That's what I believe, right? So in this lifetime, it took me 30 years of my life, 30 fucking 9. So my personal story, 30 years of my life, right? So relationship world, it took me 4 females, 8 kids, 19 years of my personal life in the relationship world to tell you all I'm going to tell you today. So the last 4 years of my life, blessed. Toxic, what the fuck is toxic? I don't deal with depression, none of that. I don't need that. Once it's over with myself, I comprehend it, and I know why I failed in a positive manner. Because why? I didn't have no support team. I didn't make common ask questions. The correct question, the comments to individuals that like, when you in Seattle, when they told me, yo, all the time, once again, for 2 years in Seattle, but for all my tattoos, I just had longer hair and braids, and that's it, baggy clothes. And I remember this, Seattle people are not shy. They're clean to shoot their shot, man, when I said otherwise, but, they'll speak their mind to the fullest. They'll be like, I look at you, before you open your mouths, right? I look at you as a couple, I'll be scared of you. I was across the street, handing my wallet type of situation. Her and Angel, but when you both open your mouth, opposites, and tell me why you doing opposite track like that. She's beautiful, Latina, whatever she is, nice body, but that doesn't make you a good person. Like, what are you doing with her? And I'd be like, well, I love her, quote unquote. Like, you don't see what I see. Like, and I should have made a comment, ask question, like, okay, what do you see that I don't see? And I don't have to comprehend, but they get tell me the story. Like, watch it out. She's cosmetically beautiful, but look at this. That's your girlfriend, but she cheated with the guys in front of your face. That's called emotion cheating. That's red flags. But you're not accepted because you're too nice, you're too gullible, you're too naive, you're called a people pleaser. You're too empathetic. Remember this. I just told you the answer. You don't have to comprehend everything, but remember this. Those are red flags. She's doing it right now. Keep doing that. Accept that shit. And don't worry. Once upon a time, I was you. But I remember this. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't make a comment, ask a question about that. So that's how people, like, you're hearing this conversation, this podcast, whatever. Like, if you're a person that's healing, right, or healed, in the spiritual religious world, they don't have to make the comment, ask the question. So you just elaborate. Check it out. You don't see what I see. I see your expression. I see those eyes. I know those eyes. That was me once upon a time. So let me elaborate. Let me tell you what's going to happen. And as it's happening, it's not about being right. This conversation right here is a general cycle. It continues on before us and after us. I promise you that. But the intent is for you to beat me in a positive manner and get your life back. This is the young. I call them out when I have money one-on-ones. They're young, 18, 20, 25, whatever. I'll be like, 39. Why you say 39? I was 39 then. Beat me at 39. You're 20 years old? Fuck, you got 19 years to beat me, man. Beat me. And here's the kicker. If you allow me to be a support team, I'll hold you and guide you. I'm always your pocket 24/765. You can always hit me up. I'll be here for you. But I can't finish save you. It is your own journey. But we can have a conversation. So you beat me in a positive manner. And you get your life back. Like one of my sister, Ebony Queen, her name's Maddie, right? She's in Florida, I believe, right now. And she doesn't know about the Spanish culture. Once again, she's dating I think he's like half Cuban, half Puerto Rican. I was like, oh, brown boys. I was like, yo, Queen, I got you. I'll break the Spanish culture to the fullest, right? And so now she knows machismo, all this Spanish words to English, right? Because it's not tied on my body. I elaborate. She's like, I'm happy, like, and here's the kicker. We met on TikTok. She saw on her side, Magic got popped on her FYP, right, on her side, and she made a comment to one of my TikToks, and I did a response, we were back and forth, right, and from there, and she's, for me personally, she's famous, she told me she at the time being, she was 23, 24, around there, right, how much I'm gonna call it, and she was telling me she had a podcast with the Woo said otherwise, and she would send me clips before she posted them on her pod and TikTok said otherwise, right, and I'm just like, and she's like, hey, she sent me, I didn't know his name at the time. Yeah, I knew of him because of TikTok, only because TikTok, right? And then she's like, hey, I'm going to send you a sneak peek of this, we have this good-ass motivational speaker-wise with the Woo. I'm gonna send you, what do you think about him, Wise? And remember this, you're the first one I'm going to send it to before I post on my platforms. And I was like, cool. I'm respectfully, she's young, so I'm just thinking a regular podcast, like you, Spy Passion, we're talking about, Neta, whoever's here, right? We're talking about it, so I'm just thinking regular podcast. We're little people, right? Oh, fuck no. No. She sent me the clip, and I was like, I don't know his name. I know of him because of TikTok. So one of my TikTok, I typed it in, whatever, and fucking, his name's Stefan Speaks. You know who he is by chance? Oh, well, I'll tell you. Yeah, so he's, Ebony King wise, which I'm gonna call it Black Cat, Cool Cat, and he has like long dress, but fuck, he's like he's fucking, social media wise, very famous, right? And he's just like, he speaks some good shit. So I was like, you got him on your pod? I go, to me, Queen, you're in my eyes, you're fucking famous. I've been doing this then, I've been doing this for 3 years. I was like, you gotta know people to pull him on your pod. I was like, you got people. She's like, no, I'm a little person. I was like, no, trust me, you got people. And then that's why I was like, what the fuck? And she's got other people. I'm like, damn, you're doing good, At that age, I know, baby, right now. So whatchamacallit, I'll play a clip on it real fast. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. But yeah, I was like, yeah, Stefan Speaks. He's a cool cat, man. He's let me see. Boom, boom. If I can find it real fast. But anyway, so her situation was. Sorry. Let me shut up my thing.